Hi, this is Normie from Knuckleballer Radio and Zombie Cast, and you're listening to one of my favorite shows on the Geeky Antics Network. Don't forget to check out the rest of the gang over at geekyantics.net. Warning, there might be rants and food ahead and possibly inappropriate behavior. Don't tell anybody though.
Definitive 365 cut. These are the meaningless ramblings of a Scottish redone whore and a pissy ex-video store clerk. Their ongoing mission is to set right the movie wrongs. They're gonna need a bigger podcast.
Hello, you're listening to the 365 Flicks podcast, and we're back!
We are back.
We're back, god damn it.
Guess who's back?
This is episode 54, and I am the Scottish Wheaton whore, Chris.
About 54.
And with me is...
Kev.
The
Kev, Pissy X Store Video Clerk.
It's been a while.
It has, I'll tell you what, it has been a while. It's been a long time, my good friend, since we actually did a straight up 365 episode, just you, me, Mano, t-shirts off, grease on, episode of the 365 Flicks podcast. No interviews. Oh, no, we do have an interview.
We have a little cheeky interview.
We've got a little one later. We're not doing an interview episode. We're not pimping other people's shit. We're pimping our shit. We're doing this good and proper.
So it's been a busy little while.
It has.
We've had a good run, and it's been fantastic.
And it's all over.
It's not over.
It's not over.
It's not over.
It's continuation.
It's only just begun.
Ooh.
I know.
2017 is going to be a beast,
isn't it? So we've had a good run of we've had some absolutely corking interviews with some people.
We have.
And it's been great. It's been fantastic, and we appreciate it so much.
We do.
But it's also good. It's also good even to get back to basics.
It's damn
and
good.
I've been looking forward to this all week.
So have I. I've had a bit of a strange week at work. Today was sort of like a new sort of role sort of thing for me, and I had a bit of a lackluster day, I'll say. Mm-hmm. So I needed this, and we have just finished like an hour and 20 of Another Damn Wrestling Show. So it is about time to get down, talk about some movies, some TV, some games, some comics. Shit, let's do this, bro.
Well, that's the thing. We've been talking. We've just recorded episode 6 of Another Damn Wrestling Show, which we have kicked their candy asses off their show.
Uh-huh.
But we've been talking about wrestling more than movies.
Exactly.
What the shit is that?
Exactly.
But we're back!
And because we couldn't be bothered talking about movies, we started inviting people on to talk about their movies so they could do the episode for us.
Exactly.
Because we're a couple of cheeky son bitches like that.
You seem quite angry.
I'm not angry. It's just good to be back.
It is.
To the people out there who are listening to our glorious episodes, we haven't been anywhere. We've not been anywhere. So they're sitting there listening going, but where have you been, lads? Where have you been?
What you talking about?
It just feels like we owe you a 365 episode. So that's what's coming to your ears right now.
Exactly.
Coming to your ears. So, you can find us on some tremendous networks. We are on the Tangent Bound Network, which is run by Mark. Did you see Mark's little thing on there, on the Tangent Bound Facebook page?
Mark's little thing?
Not as winky. He put a video on. He does like video interviews now. Looks badass. Like, good. Mark Bogner has got many feathers in many caps. Sorry, no. Rewind that. Many fingers in many pies. Yes.
You dumb fuck.
I don't know if you can go that way with the whole paedophilia boom over here. Like if you talk about fingers and pies, people might start getting a bit, you know.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
That's not what it refers to.
Is it not? Oh, right. Well, I've been thinking about that.
What, you thought your entire life that phrase referred to paedophiles?
Not my entire life, just the last couple of years. You know, what would Jimmy Savile and
well, just because everything refers to paedophiles on the news.
Well, pretty much, yeah.
Well, brace yourself, it's about to get worse.
Wow.
I was watching I was watching the news before, and there's a new one. There's a new scandal come out of football coaches fucking
I
young
saw that,
footballers.
yeah.
So brace yourselves, people in Britain. It's about to get depressing again. Yes!
Woo! Just in time for January.
Fuck's sake.
We are also on, that was the Tangent Bone Network, by the way. Not the paedophilia bit.
And Mark Swinky.
And Mark Swinky, yep. And we are also on the Wicked Radio Network as it stands still, because it's still there, even though Dev kept saying, I might let go of it and I might get rid of it. But he's not getting rid of it because he's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even with his, like, £20 million of Pez that he's sending to the Hobie boys. What are we going to do about that?
You know, well, it's too late now. We're not going to get anything to them before Christmas now.
It doesn't have to be before
That's not
Christmas.
fair. That's shoddy, Dev. That's just shoddy.
Does he not know about international shipping?
It's cheating.
It is cheating. I'm not happy. I feel I have an idea, though.
Oh.
And I will allude to it after the episode.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're going to like this one. And so are they. I think we've got this sewn up brother.
Stripper. You're going to send them a stripper.
Yeah, like a big orca fat one. Fuck, a big beast of a woman called Bertha. That's the best I could come up with.
Anyway,
so that's the Wicked Radio Network, which is ran by Dev. We are also on the Geeky Antics Network Global, ran by our good buddy Yoma, otherwise known as Yogi Zilla or The Big I Am. We are also on nerdly.co.uk, which is an awesome British website.
And that's, speaking of, we're back.
Yay!
Nerdly's back.
Phil is a good boy over there. I don't know if you've noticed, because I know you don't look at our website, but I've been posting the odd little review of some of the independent films we're getting sent,
Mm-hmm.
so I can put them out there.
I've noticed.
A little bit of pimpage.
Not ready. I've noticed.
Phil, thanks. Phil reached out to me on the old emails and asked if I wouldn't mind posting some of them on his website as well, so that it's going out there as well. And that's cool. And fuck you, I don't care if you didn't read it, because I got an email from one of the producers of one of the movies that I reviewed saying thank you. So up yours.
I didn't say anything.
So get to reading.
I didn't say anything.
So yeah, nerdly.co.uk. We're also on the webegeeks.pc website, which is a fantastic website where you can find some great, amazing podcasts on there, including my good pals, Weird Science. I love Weird Science. And there's also the hashtag Pollen Family on Twitter, who are celebrating their 1 year anniversary as a community this weekend. I sent them a little clip to say thank you for all they do. I was going to invite you on, but I know you're not a big fan of the hashtags, so I didn't bother. I just thought to be honest, I ran out of time, so I just did it myself.
That's fine.
I was going to ask you, and then I was like, when do you need it by? And they said, like, Friday. And I was like...
Was this Friday last week?
No, this is like Friday this week. But they only just told me that on Wednesday.
All right.
So I was like, right. So I gave them a 5-minute clip, which ended up being about 8 minutes, because you know me. And that'll probably get edited to balls. So there you go.
Where are they putting that on?
I have no idea.
That's fine.
They just asked for it, so I sent them it. But yeah, that's that little community there. You'll find some other great podcasts on there. Some of our pals. I mean, all these networks, websites and whatnot, they all house our good buddies that we've made a little community with, a little network with, people we love listening to. You know, you got like the Dark Angels and Pretty Freak Skies. You've got the Graphic Novice, which apparently is still in the throes of dying. You've got History of Bad Ideas, who we absolutely love. You know, all the good podcasts out there that we listen to personally, we endorse them all, and they're all there. So find them.
They are.
And if you don't find them, just listen to us. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Because, to be honest, between us and you, we're the best ones anyways.
Yeah.
Anyway. But...
floppies for sure.
Well, I think the floppies are fixed.
I think they're definitely fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you see who won the Brit of the Year award?
The Brit of the Year?
Brigger put on a Twitter poll.
Yes.
Of us two, Sean Bean and Emily Blunt.
Right.
And fucking Emily Blunt won it.
Bollocks.
It was a landslide.
Bollocks. That's all I'm saying. Brigger? Listen. No, I don't want to rip that. just have a little listen to this, Mr. Jason Brigger. I've just ripped up my booking ticket. No, I wouldn't do that. I can't wait to go.
So yeah, on that note, because we've not announced it,
Not on our show, we haven't.
We haven't.
Everybody else's, not on ours.
Because we've never had the goddamn chance. But 2017, the 365 boys are coming to America. Don't sing.
Oh, man.
We are going to Cincinnati Comic Expo 2017.
Cincinnati.
And we can't fucking wait.
I cannot
We're
wait.
going to get to meet the Hobie boys.
Yep.
Probably not Blake, because he'll probably not be arsed.
Yeah, he's making excuses already.
Lazy bastard.
Something about his wife couldn't care less, wasn't listening.
But we're going to get to play with Jeff's beard.
Yeah.
Watch a Kevin James.
Be felt up by Dev's hands.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want a Dev hug.
I do want a Dev hug. I do feel, I mean, maybe not yourself, because you're a slightly large chap yourself, but I do...
Fuck you!
I do feel he will probably crush me. So, yeah, I can't wait.
Really? You just fucking went there? I'm wearing a Kevin Owens t-shirt. You bastard.
And I can't wait to get lost in Jason's eyes. His beautiful big baby blues. I hope Blake can make it.
I think there'll be hell on.
But to be fair, if there was one of them that couldn't make it and you wouldn't be that arsed, it's probably Blake.
No, I kind of want to speak to Blake about AbFab.
Oh, yeah, you've got beef. You've got beef, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not happy.
No, I'm on the same page as Blake on that
Well,
one.
as Blake.
Aye. AbFab's crap.
No, Blake likes AbFab.
Does he? Oh,
Stupid
right.
idiot.
Yeah, I don't listen to them very often. To be honest.
No, I think Blake was about ready to kill the both of them.
Yes,
On the last
I remember
episode.
something about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I had it on in the background. I was brushing my hair or something.
Right, well, what happened?
I got it cut, so fuck you. So
No,
yeah,
you went personal first, so...
can we get
my
on?
balls.
Can we get on with the episode, the 365 champ? Can we get on?
Yes, we can.
Because I don't think it's actually been announced on this show either. You've brought that sumbitch home.
I have brought it home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About bloody time too.
Well, it was only away for a couple of weeks.
Because I can't seem to win it. Well, due to international shipping, it has only been back a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, I brought it home
Yep.
and then defended it
Yep, you
this
did.
past weekend.
At
So
ICW.
I am the reigning, defending 365 Flicks champion.
I'm going to have to think of something to take that off you.
Well, you've not challenged in a wee while.
I know.
Anyway,
Hold that thought.
so we spoke about some news about us going over to America,
Yay!
if we're even allowed in then.
Well, Trump's America, mate. Trump's America.
So let's talk about some other news.
We may have a wall being built around us by then.
Well,
Or around them.
so let's talk about some news.
Did we do a news section on this show?
We do.
To be fair, I've forgotten what we do on this show.
Can you believe it?
It's crazy. Let's do some news then.
So let's talk about The Walking Dead.
Yeah, let's talk about The Walking Dead.
So you're still watching it?
I am, yes.
I am not still watching it.
Yeah,
I
know,
gave up
You gave up.
after episode 2. I can't be doing with it anymore. But, you know, all fairness to you, if you're still watching it.
Is this the news that you're not the only person that switched off?
It is.
Yeah, I saw
Because
this. This is some bullshit. This.
the ratings have dropped to the lowest level since season 3.
That's some heavy going. That is
The
some
season
heavy
finale, the season premiere opened up with 17.03 million.
Going. Yep.
And for this past week's episode, dropped below 11 million for the first time since season
That's
3.
mental. I'm saying it's mental, but it doesn't.
11 million is still a damn respectable
Oh,
number.
Christ, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of shows out there that would beg for the.
I mean,
11
I
million.
can't think of any shows in the UK that would get
No.
11 million viewers, but to lose 6 million viewers
Yeah.
in the space of 4 weeks,
Yep. Basically, aye.
crazy.
It's mental, but I mean, I think they can only blame themselves because they left us with that shitty cliffhanger at the end of last series. They came back and they gave us a powerhouse of an opening, which was a phenomenal opening episode. It was great. And then nothing. And this week's episode, I know you haven't watched this week's episode because you stopped watching it. This week's episode was a whole fucking heap of nothing.
Yeah, you know, I watched the first 2. What I saw the first episode, which I thought was great. I agree with you completely there. The second episode, in the Kingdom, I couldn't stand it. I thought it was terrible. And then I saw a headline review on Digital Spy of episode 3, which was the Daryl episode.
Yep.
And the headline was, Christ, that was depressing.
Yep.
So I thought, you know what? Fuck off. I'm not spending the next 8 weeks fucking watching this depression bullshit.
Yep.
So, no, I'm done with it. I'm not watching it anymore. But apparently 6 million other people in America anyway are the same.
I think as well, to be fair to the show, there is usually a drop-off between the first episode and the last episode. You know, there is usually, like, it comes down a bit. But I don't think The Walking Dead's ever had this steep of a drop-off. And it's bad sign.
Big number.
It's a bad sign.
Yeah.
It's basically doing the numbers that Fear the Walking Dead's doing.
Yeah.
Which isn't a good thing. It's not a good thing at all.
Worrying. It's worrying.
It is. Do you think... what did you make of did you have anything about the other news about Carl?
No.
Carl is apparently... Chandler Riggs, who plays Carl, is apparently heading off to college.
Oh, right.
As of next year.
Right.
His dad, who, you know, loose lips and stuff, he must have said in an interview or casually referenced the fact that Chandler is going to be heading off to college or uni I think it's college, next year, prompting rumours that, does that mean Carl's going to be killed? Because apparently he can't do both. So...
Couldn't he just go to university later?
You would hope so. I mean, surely you could just do it at the same time.
You know, Emma Watson did that during Harry Potter. Well, she waited until Harry Potter was finished because you can't recast that late into it.
Not Carl.
And then, I mean, you know, so she waited until the series was finished, and then she went off to finish uni. So he could do that, surely.
You would hope so, but I mean, there seems to be a big thing going on online right now about this because obviously it's Chandler Riggs. How do you replace Carl? I mean, they could replace him, but I mean, how do you go about that? And yeah, apparently it's pretty much solid, and they're saying that they're going to end up having to kill Carl off in the show, which is probably going to fuck up Kirkman's overall plan because Kirkman's plan or vision of this whole series is that Carl's the main character. So in the comic books, as you read it, he's playing on the idea that Carl, it's all his story. It's not Rick's story, it's Carl's. So it'd be interesting to see what he does. And potentially another 6 million viewers walking away.
Wow. Well, it's already been given a season 8, hasn't it?
Yes.
So it's not going anywhere yet. But
that was off the strength of the premiere.
Yeah. Huh.
It's not going anywhere. See what happens. I honestly think there's going to be a bit more of a drop-off because this last episode, which was the Hilltop, by the way, was crap. Jesus is back. That's about the only good thing. But he's dealing with more Gregory being a dick, and Carl comes to the Hilltop just to stow away to go to the Saviour's compound.
You know what? I'm not interested. I'm just not bothered about it.
It's not great.
At all. So anyway, let's talk Highlander reboot.
Yay! It's got a director, isn't it?
The John Wick director, Chad Stahelski.
I haven't seen John Wick.
John Wick is great.
I haven't seen it. Everybody goes on about it, but I can't get past it's Keanu Reeves.
It's really good, honestly.
And Keanu Reeves hasn't made a good movie since Speed.
Well, you know, you're dead inside, and there's a dog that gets killed.
I am dead inside, yep.
So you might like that.
That is a possible reason to watch the movie, so I might give that a go. Yeah. Probably not, though.
Yeah, I'm actually okay with the Highlander reboot.
I'm more than okay. I've been championing this since they said it was coming. As long as they get the right Highlander, I don't think we know who that's going to be yet, do we?
Channing Tatum will be fine. Ben Affleck.
This is the one time I'm going to disagree on casting Channing Tatum. Because you need a Frenchie to play a Scotchie.
You do, yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
And you need a Scotchie to play a Spaniard.
Jesus Christ.
What's your haggis? Please tell me what's your haggis.
Aye, there you go. Yeah, I'm okay with the Highlander reboot. I think it's not a franchise that... I don't think people are precious about Highlander. There's been so many different iterations of it on TV and TV movies and shit.
People are precious about it. It's got a following. They're not that precious, though. No, you're right. I think people could take it, if you know what I mean. Like, there's some things that if they rebooted, they couldn't take it. People could take this.
Well, yeah. Like, it's not like Back to the Future.
No.
Or Jaws.
No, it's Highlander.
Whatever. Yeah.
In this case, there can be more than one.
Oh.
See what I did there?
Cheeky.
Thank you.
Cheeky wee monkey.
Call back.
Yeah. Mel Gibson
Oh, what's he done now?
Well, he said that he would be up for directing Iron Man 4.
Mel Gibson.
Mm-hmm. And Robert Downey Jr. said, fuck yeah.
Okay.
I would watch a Mel Gibson directed Iron Man movie.
I think I'd watch a Mel Gibson directed anything, really.
It can't be any worse than Iron Man 2 and 3.
Certainly can't be
Well,
worse
Iron
than
Man
3.
3 was still better than Dark Knight Rises, as we know.
I like how you backpedaled so quickly there. As soon as you said it, I was going to jump on it, and I thought, no, I'll give him a minute.
But, hell yeah, I would watch that.
I'd watch that, but it seems like a bit of a strange project for Mel Gibson.
Yeah. I can't see him... You know, Marvel is a pretty... it's a family-friendly franchise.
Yeah, he's not going to be strapping fucking Robert Downey Jr. up to a cross.
I know that Walt Disney wasn't keen on the Jews, but there's a limit.
Really not? Was he not?
No.
I thought he was.
No.
I thought he was the Bezzy mates.
No.
Yeah. Oh
No.
well.
Watch any documentary about Walt Disney.
But Tom Hanks told me he was a nice old man.
Well, Tom Hanks is never a liar, so be fine. I would watch that.
Yeah, I'd give it a go. It'd be interesting, just to see what happens. And if anything, the backstage shenanigans would be great.
Just make it an 18, be fine. Yep. Now, talking about Marvel.
Yay!
Segue, goodness. John Cena.
No way.
Has joined Thor Ragnarok as himself.
As Sims hosting the ESPYs.
No, he is doing. There's going to be a gladiator arena sort of fight scene, and John Cena is, I think, as far as I'm aware, this has been confirmed. It's happening. Is going to be in the gladiator arena scene,
right,
as John Cena.
Wow. I don't actually know if I've got any words for that.
Now, right, I watched for the first time in ages Gremlins 2.
Right.
The other night, okay? And it's been a fucking long time, a long time since I watched that movie. So there was a moment in the movie. Do you remember the bit where the Gremlins steal the film for the movie, and it cuts to a cinema, and then the manager of the cinema goes into the audience, and sitting there is Hulk Hogan,
right,
wearing his
Hulkamania t-shirt,
his Hulkamania shirt, sleeve that he tore open, and the WWF heavyweight title.
Excellent.
So he's and the manager of the thing goes, Hulk, what are we going to do? The Gremlins have taken the film. Right. And so Hulk goes up and goes, what you gonna do, brother? And all that kind of thing. So I'm kind of expecting that, like if it's in the.
Are you hoping he's just going to run up to him and go, do, 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 do?
That'd be amazing.
Like, give someone a 5-knuckle shuffle.
He starts the fight and goes, wah, wah, do! Do, 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 do!
I would, I'd pay to see that. Is this is official, though? This isn't like when they said NSYNC were going to be an Attack of the Clones.
Who the hell said that?
NSYNC were going to be an Attack of the Clones for a long time.
Jesus.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, this has been confirmed.
Oh my god!
I've seen it on 2 or 3 different pages on the Facebooks.
I'm
as confirmed.
I'm all right with John Cena, but why does John Cena have to play John Cena?
I think he'll be wearing the spinny belt in the ring.
That would be amazing. That would be if he just stands there and runs up to Thor and goes, "You can't see me." I'd be up for that.
As long as Thor knocks his bloody head off.
Yes, that would be pretty cool.
And then Thor goes, "You can't see me because you ain't got a head."
Yeah,
aye.
I'd be alright with that.
Yeah. So next bit of news, bit of Star Wars news for you. So I've read a few things over the last few days that this trilogy, episodes 7, 8, and 9, is going to be the last trilogy of the Star Wars series, or like the last trilogy in general.
All right.
And the last of the movies involving the Skywalkers.
Right.
Making way for all standalone movies. I'm up for no more Skywalkers.
Yeah.
You've got a whole expanded universe there.
Well, yeah, we've always kind of said that was the main thing about Force Awakens. Why do we have to make everyone related? And yeah, although I still love Force Awakens.
I'm okay with that. With no more Skywalkers. Finish the story, because well, Luke Skywalker is going to be in episode 8 next year, 2018. No, next year's 2017. Next year.
Yep.
It's up next. It's next year, isn't it?
Yeah, Rogue One this year, episode 8 next year.
Aye, sorry. Right, okay. And then it's Han Solo the year after, isn't it?
Yes.
2018 is Han Solo,
yes,
and then...
aye.
Yeah, okay. But I would assume that Luke is going to be killed off in the next movie.
Yeah, logically.
And so, like, Kylo Ren is the last Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, Leia.
Possibly.
Leia, yeah. But I'm okay with...
We don't know who Rey is yet.
That's true. She's a Kenobi. I'm okay with the Skywalker story being finished up.
Right. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with solo movies, though. Like, spin-off movies.
I'm looking forward to Rogue One.
Like, do another trilogy just in another part of the galaxy.
Yeah, I like a trilogy. And
of course.
That's Star Wars. An overarching story over 3 movies, that's Star Wars.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want them to get rid of trilogies altogether.
No, do another trilogy, but just different characters.
That's just a rumour. It's not been confirmed. It's no John Cena news. But, yeah.
John Cena. John Cena's in Thor.
He has to go Wabardoo.
You would hope.
He has to.
You would hope.
So have you seen anything that's perked your interest?
Not so much perked my interest, but something that got me a little bit vexed the other day. Not so much vexed. I was getting sick of, like, you know when you see something and then you read the comments, because there's like thousands of comments, so you read the comments and then the people's comments start really agitating the absolute living fuck out of you. Well, I had this the other day with a Marvel movie that's coming next year. Black Panther's coming next year.
Yeah.
They released a poster of Black Panther with all the characters. Now, one of the things that people always seem to get up in awe with or up in arms with in the Marvel thing is that they can't do strong female characters. They refuse to make a strong female character-driven movie. You know, they've been screaming out for what was her name? Black Widow movie for years,
Yep.
you know. The other thing is that they tend not to have that many strong black male characters or black characters. Just, you know, call it what it is. That's what they're saying. They always seem to be the sidekick, you know, like Rhodey, Falcon. You know, I think that's the only 2. But they released a poster for Black Panther. There's 8 characters on the poster, and they're all black. So you've got Michael B. Jordan on there, you've got Chadwick Boseman on there, you've got Forrest Whitaker on there. So you would think people would maybe ease off and be like, well done. Well, not well done, because that's quite patronising, but like, here we have a poster with the cast of Black Panther who are all black because it's the Black Panther movie and it's like set in that sort of tribal sort of area.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Then you read the comments and people are like, oh, Andy Serkis is in this movie as well, you know, or such and such is in this movie, Martin Freeman's in this movie as well, you know, such and such, like, all the white people are in this movie as well. Why is the poster only got black people in it? And I just sat there and it really kind of got me like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Just, it's a movie, you're going to go and watch it, you're going to enjoy it. I don't give a fuck who's on the poster.
But you know what, if this year has taught us anything, other than, you know, no one's safe, anyone can die at any moment, it's that people just get offended at the fucking slightest thing.
But this was like a reverse. Like, people, and most likely white people as well, get vexed when they don't have a black person in the poster. We all champion, you know, if this is what needs to happen, this is what we need to do. It should be happening anyway, is the crack. So then it happens, and then people are kicking off because there's no white people in there. What the fuck? It's a movie. Get over it. It's a fucking Marvel movie. There's going to be Marvel jokes all over the place. There's going to be action, excitement, high drama. There's going to be all that shit. It's a fucking poster.
Yeah.
It just got me annoyed, and then when I was reading the comments, I just got even more annoyed because there are some fucking retarded people out there.
Oh, I know.
Writing comments. And you know what I'm like? You know, attack Batman versus Superman, I go straight to the typewriter. You know what I'm like. But there's some absolute to steal a Jim from Weird Science, to steal one of his phrases, there are some mongoloids out there.
There are some mongoloids out there.
And they need to get off Facebook.
Yeah.
And they need to stop looking at posters if they get upset with it. It's not a big thing.
It's just a fucking poster.
It's not a big thing, but it's a poster. And then when I'm looking at it thinking, you're having a go, right? This poster, right, has got Michael B. Jordan, as I say, Chadwick Boseman, as I say, Forrest Whitaker, Lupita Nyong'o. Like, some fantastic fucking talent. Some serious talent in this movie. Like, serious talent. And people still have a go. And it just annoyed me.
Hasn't, what's her name that's in, like, American Horror Story and stuff?
Angela Bassett.
That's the one.
Yes, she's up in there. She's not on the poster, but she's in the movie.
Yeah. I read that she'd signed up for it.
Aye, she's in there.
Yeah.
But it's like, chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Just chill the fuck out.
Continuing on that story, right? Now, I told you earlier on, I had a go fuck yourself moment.
See, I couldn't call that my go fuck yourself because literally I told them all to do that anyway. Because you know what I'm like.
Oh, you actually told them to do that?
Quite a few people, yeah. Like, you know how you can reply to the post in general, or you can reply to certain people? Yeah, I pretty much just went down everybody's name and told them to go fuck themselves. What you gonna do?
There was a thing. Now, this has gone back a few weeks, but you know, we've not done this in a few weeks. You know, I've got a Labrador.
Yep.
So on the Facebooks, I am part of a closed group, which is like Labrador owners, you know, giving each other advice. And
Gay.
Fuck yourself. Giving each other advice and that on you know, if something's wrong, we can ask and all that kind of thing.
Like if it's shit on the grass.
Yeah, just go with that.
Yeah.
But, you know, you sort of post pictures of your dogs and whatever.
Okay.
But...
Does it ever get sinister, like people humping their dogs and stuff?
It does not.
That's okay then?
No, it does not.
I'm not joining the group, but that's okay.
You sick fuck.
People do that!
I'm sure they do. But...
Just saying.
Fuck off. But yeah, during the whole election in America...
Right.
There was a woman who had innocently posted a stupid photo of her dog wearing a Donald Trump hat.
Great.
It was a Labrador wearing a Donald Trump hat, and people were losing their shit.
Maybe that Labrador likes Donald Trump?
I'm pretty sure Labrador has no political leanings whatsoever.
Hey, you don't know. You do not know. Have you seen Homeward Bound? Them dogs be talking.
Them dogs be talking.
If they can talk, they have political leanings.
Them dogs be talking. Don't ever speak like that again. I'll punch you in the face.
Okay, so the dog was a Trump lover.
But apparently so. And people were getting offended by a Labrador wearing a fucking baseball cap.
Mongoloids.
And I'm never one to reply.
Yes, you are.
I am not.
You're not like me.
I'm not like you because I couldn't be arsed.
I am a Facebook warrior.
I know you were. I couldn't be bothered. I couldn't be bothered with that kind of because it's just like, oh, fucking shut up. I'm right. Yeah. You're wrong.
Yeah,
Fuck
I know what
off.
you're saying. I know what you're
But
saying.
on this occasion, I did actually feel like I had to reply. And there were people speaking and all that because they were saying, this isn't a political forum and all that kind of thing. We're here for the Labradors and all that. And I just replied, you know, it's a dog wearing a baseball cap. Shut the fuck up.
Aye.
And yeah.
And
anyway.
Then did all the Labrador people start going, oh!
They did, yes. Exactly like that. Anyway, but, going back to your rant about calm the fuck down. There is a thing. Students, I don't know which country this is in. I'm assuming it's America because, well, students are currently being taught that Beauty and the Beast and other classic Disney movies, Snow White and whatever, are promoting sexism and domestic abuse.
Yes.
What do you mean, yes?
I agree with this.
What do you mean you fucking agree with it?
I agree with it.
How?
Because of course it is.
How?
It is. It's all about like oppression and racism, sexism. Disney's dark. Disney's fucking dark. Very dark.
What if you watch a hidden meanings video on the
Yeah.
YouTube? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You fucking sheep.
It's it's like they say that if you watch Cinderella backwards, it's all about a woman learning her place in life. Supposedly, I mean, I don't subscribe to these things, but yeah, like Disney's dark.
Disney's not dark. It's Disney.
No, it is. Honestly,
No, it's not.
It is, and there's penises everywhere. If you watch Disney movies, there's penises everywhere. Those artists just kept drawing penises all over the place. So I'm told. I mean,
No, they didn't.
I've not spotted them.
I've looked at articles like that on like movie, the one you write for,
Yeah, I don't write for them.
whatever it's called. There's articles like that all the time, and it's bollocks.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's there to
It's
be
shite.
seen. It's there to be seen.
They're making a fucking cartoon. There are no penises in it. I'm sorry, that's crap.
Penises everywhere.
No, there's not. There are no penises anywhere.
There's penises everywhere.
No, there are not penises anywhere.
There's penises everywhere.
Fuck off.
Come on, right? If you were an artist on an animation and you were locked away in your fucking bedroom for God knows how long, doing one scene that takes like 30 seconds and it's taking you 3 months to do it because that's how long it apparently takes, you would draw a penis somewhere.
No, I wouldn't.
I would.
No, I wouldn't.
I'd be drawing.
I know you would.
I'd be drawing people slapping titties and everything just for a laugh.
Or so you would do the Tyler Durden thing. Or just
Definitely
cut a penis into the...
awesome. I'm all into
Yeah.
that. No, there's some dark stuff in there.
That's bollocks. That's shite.
Nah, I know what you're saying. I did actually read that same thing, and yeah, it's total bollocks. Like, what the fuck? Just.
And they're actually teaching that. They're teaching that to people. Apparently, what was it? Snow White, or was it Cinderella? She was happy to be a servant because she knew that some rich white guy would come and save her.
Yep.
If she looked beautiful enough.
Yep.
That's what it was.
That's what it teaches you.
Yeah.
That's what my kids take away from it.
That's what these people are teaching to kids. Beauty and the Beast has an overtone of domestic abuse.
Yeah.
No,
I agree
it
with that.
doesn't. It does not.
Of course it does. How does it not?
You're fucking pushing my buttons.
How does it not? It's all about domestic abuse.
No, it's not.
Abusey and the Beast.
Right, move on.
Do you want to move on?
Yes, I do.
So we have a hell of a lot more coming up. That was our news section. As you can tell, we haven't done news for a while. I didn't even bother looking for any. I just thought I'd comment on yours. We do have a top 5 coming up later. Do you want to let people know what the top 5 is?
Yeah. Well, we were feeling the need to get a bit inspirational on our magnificent return to formula.
Yeah.
So we are going to be doing top 5. How did I describe it? Top 5 War Commander battle speeches, something like that.
Yeah, inspirational speeches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of just.
Because I didn't really go with the War Commander.
No,
stuff.
I did originally, but I've changed it now. So
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
yeah. So top 5 inspirational. Speeches.
We will be moving on in a moment to our sort of traditional "What have you been watching" section, which is the movies, the TV shows, the
I've got a few because it's been 6 months since we've done an episode, so we'll be here a little while.
And we will also be dropping in somewhere a cheeky little interview that we did last weekend before we went to ICW with, who was she called again?
Alice. Now,
I do actually remember, but I want you to tell because you were so excited to see her.
I was. Well, it's Alice Krige. We pronounced the name as, and we later found out it was called She was pronounced Alice Krige.
Yeah, but she didn't correct us.
She didn't correct us.
So technically,
and
right.
He might have been wrong.
Yeah, I think he was.
She didn't correct him either.
I think he was.
So I think we were right because we're never wrong, except you.
But for those who don't know who she is,
she played the Borg Queen in Star Trek First Contact and Star Trek Voyager, the finale episode.
And we have spoken to some pretty cool people while we've been doing this podcast. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is pretty much one of the most excited I've seen you going into an interview. You were buzzing to be speaking to the Borg Queen.
Yeah. I did have a little bit of a sort of thing about the Borg Queen in First Contact.
And then when she took us round the back, you got even more excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, she took us into a deep, dark hole to do the interview. And yeah.
Did have a glint in my eye, did I?
You did a little bit.
Yeah.
But we'll be dropping that in a little bit later. And yeah, so why don't we just move on to our next section? But first of all, we haven't played promos for ages.
No, I've not.
So I am going to play a promo for our good buddies, the Hobie.
Yeah.
I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Blake from the History of Bad Ideas. And we'll get back to your regularly scheduled program here in just a second, geek listeners. But we do a weekly podcast called The History of Bad Ideas.
Yeah, well, we'll discuss things like television or movies or music or games or any other thing that falls into our geek-related podcast knowledge.
You can find us on Geek Life Radio, Fridays, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central, or Radio-Blitz, Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, or you can listen to us whenever the hell you want on iTunes and Stitcher. Check us out. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
So that was our colonial cousins Hobie.
That was Hobie, yeah.
And we'll be going to see them soon.
Happy days.
But let's not talk about the things we're going to see, and let's talk about the things we have seen.
Mm-hmm.
See where I did that?
I do.
I was working out in my head
But
like 10 minutes ago.
Just
what? Rewind.
speaking of Hobie, yeah.
Oops.
Speaking of Hobie and things that we've seen,
Yes.
yeah, I have seen the Absolutely Fabulous movie.
Okay.
Yeah, because on the last episode they gave poor Blake a little bit of a hard time.
It's been going on for a while.
It has been. This is the first time I thought you actually might have shot one of them, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just wanted to watch the movie because I hadn't seen it. You know, I'm a fan of the TV show. I mean, it's no Blackadder or, you know, I can't think, 40 Towers, say. But
I would have just said anything.
it's a good comedy.
Okay.
Aye. So I wanted to watch the movie and see what all the hoo-ha was about on Hobie. And yeah, fuck off, Jason. Fuck off, Jeff. It's a good movie.
It's not.
Have you watched it?
No.
Well, shut up then.
Okay, we don't do that on this show.
What?
As you always like to say, we don't like to prejudge, we don't like to jump on the bandwagon. But for this one movie, I am going to jump on that bandwagon. That movie, it looks terrible.
Bandwagon away, my friend.
It probably is terrible.
You know what? I think you do have to be familiar with the TV show.
Which I'm not.
I know. But it's got a lot of good callbacks to the original show, to the source material.
Which I wouldn't get.
I know, because you've not watched it. That's what I'm saying. It's got a lot of good callbacks. It's got a lot of good jokes in there. It's got a fuckload of cameos. Some would say too many cameos. Some would say it's just a cameo. Calm the fuck down.
Yep.
But I found it funny. I enjoyed it. So, suck my balls.
Suck my bed. Yeah, but no, I'm not going to watch it. So,
go on then.
The first thing, last weekend, we had a weekend.
We did have a weekend.
So we went to Showmasters, Film and Comic Con down in Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were good to us again. Once again, they were very good to us. It was a bit of a bust because a few people had cancelled.
Yeah, unfortunately,
It was a shame,
you know, we were speaking to one of the red shirt fellas, and it was
Yeah.
just, you know, it was just
These things
one
happen.
of those things. It's,
Yeah.
you know,
Unfortunately, Edge had to cancel.
yeah.
Adam Copeland, as they call him in real life. But
Although, as he said, we would never have gotten near him anyway.
No, because
he's not allowed to do that.
He's on one of those mental contracts, isn't he? Like
He's a Legends contract with
Yeah.
the WWE, so they're not allowed to speak to members of the press, which is what we are,
Yep.
without like prior consent
Yeah.
from the WWE and stuff.
From Vince and his big
Yeah.
balls.
Yeah, just in case he turned around and said, like, you know, Vince is a dick or something like that.
Can't be having that. No,
Never that,
Vince
never
wouldn't
that.
want that.
Oh,
out
to be
there.
fair, I wouldn't let him away with that.
No, I wouldn't either. No,
You know,
like,
be like,
no
oh,
chance,
son,
is-
you've crossed the line there.
no chance in hell is what he's got.
See what you did there.
Yeah, I was going to do it, and then you cut me in half, and then I had to redo it.
I apologise.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We did get to speak to Alice Krige, as you said before, which we'll be playing that probably at some point. I'll edit it in somewhere. It'll probably sound completely out of place, but who the fuck cares?
He finds Borg Queen. Shut
Who
up.
the fuck cares? But we were walking around the stalls, and I picked up a comic book
Yes, you did. That's right.
from an independent comic book writer, and I had a little read of this book.
Mm-hmm.
The moment we walked past, it grabbed me instantly because it was very like very Sin City-ish sort of noir-y, sort of like some of there was like a red dress in the picture, but all the other panels was like black and white, and it is fucking dark. This book is called The Untold. It is a very, very dark book. Really enjoyed reading this. It's only issue 1. It was a Kickstarted project, which is a shame because usually with these Kickstarted things, it takes a while to get the next one. I highly, highly enjoyed reading this. Fucking grabs you straight away. It's all about this lassie. She's like, I think she's like about 17, 18. And she has like this relationship with her granddad, but her granddad's been missing for like 10 years. She doesn't know why. The parents won't tell her. And you kind of are thinking there's something like proper sinister going on. But she's a bolshy little bitch because she's always like, just fucking tell me where he is, you fucking dicks. And all, like, really well written. I mean, the word cunt is in the second page of this book, so you know you're in for something, which I loved. And yeah, I actually really want to read more. Like,
well, that's what you want.
It really got me straight away. And I said to the guy when we bumped into him that I think he was called Daniel Farrand. Probably totally mispronouncing that. Really couldn't care less. You're getting free promotion, so shh. But I said to him that I was going to give it a read. I was going to try and give it a good little review. I can't really say too much about it because it's only like 30-odd pages long, so you can't really say too much. But there's some really good visceral images in this book, and I really enjoy reading it. And I would like you to just have a wee look for it. And obviously I'll give it to you so you can have a read.
I'll have a read of it.
But it's got a nice little sort of... you can't really say too much.
Well, don't say any more because I want to have a read of it. So I'll have a read and, yes, we'll have a crack about it then.
But it was nice to find something because that's kind of what we did when we went to the first one up in Glasgow.
That's right.
We met Gary Chudley. We got a hold of Plague and done all that. I mean, we got a review copy of them. You know, it would have been nice for this guy to turn around and say, oh, you got a podcast? Well, here's a review copy. Didn't do that. I had to buy it, you know. Part ways with my... And I bought the variant cover, which was more expensive.
Although, to be fair, I just spent £65 on a fucking Iron Man figure.
So I feel I win the day there.
Yeah.
And Twiggy just bought like 100 comic books for like 50 pence each.
Yeah.
So I still win the day. The book is absolutely fantastic. I want people to have a look at it. Written by Daniel Farrand, The Untold. Absolutely fantastic. He's got a Facebook page.
Well, I'll tell you what
I'll
do. I'll have a read of it and I'll let you know what I think the next time.
I think you'll enjoy it because it is twisted.
I like that. I like a bit of twisted.
Oh, yeah. Very twisted. Like people. Oh, yeah. You're gonna love it. I can't wait for you to actually have a read of it. And so all good.
Fair enough.
I did really enjoy this book, and I want people to look at it.
Bear in mind who we are.
Yeah, we are 365 Flicks. So you know, Ross Marquand, bitches.
You know, the someone from Game of Thrones had heard of us.
Yes, which was yes. Grado remembered us.
Grado did remember
said
us.
Said I was a flamming bastard.
Yeah, that.
But remembered us.
That hurt your feelings, didn't it?
It did a little bit. And Grado, if you're listening, yes, I was flamming.
I didn't think you were flamming.
I've never seen River City, so there you go. Nobody.
Although
has.
Maybe it's because when he asked me if I'd seen a certain show because I was Scottish, I just said no.
Yeah.
I didn't flam. I just said no.
And when he said that, I did say no. I used to watch Tune the Fat instead. But
Anyway.
So that was Film Comic Con. I will be playing that in. I'll probably just put that interview in here. So we'll probably come back in a couple of seconds. It will not sound right.
And we'll talk about all kinds of different movies and all that kind of thing. So we'll just record that, and then for the next episode we'll just put it in there as part of the episode.
Okay. So because Chris has been dying to meet you.
I love First Contact. We okay, my man?
Yeah, it's already going, so just crack on.
Excellent. Right, so right now we are joined by the one and only Borg Queen Alice Krige. Thank you very much for taking the time to speak to us. This is so cool.
It's a great pleasure.
And we're in the darkest place possible.
We are! So how are you enjoying Newcastle so far?
I love Newcastle.
Especially this bit. Especially this is
the dark corner. The last time I was in Newcastle was way before either of you were born. In January of '83. I came with the Royal Shakespeare Company.
Oh, right, okay, right.
And
It's not before him, though, because...
I was born in 1980.
you were a toddler.
Yes, I was.
Just,
Thanks, though, Kev.
and Newcastle was always the kind of high point of the season, because we'd been in Stratford for a year, and you came to Newcastle to get slapped back into shape before you went down to London.
Tough crowd.
Yeah, well, polite, appreciative, but if you weren't on your toes...
They would let you know about it.
Yeah.
I was going to say that's 2 words I maybe wouldn't say about Newcastle, but that's fine.
Yeah.
If that's how you found them.
Just straight, honest, warm, lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
That's
lovely
nice.
to be back.
Hard to understand it.
I listen carefully.
So are you still doing that now? Are you still on stage with the Shakespeare Company?
No, I haven't worked with them since that season.
Right.
But all being well, I'll be on stage, terrifying as the thought may be, at the end of next year.
Right.
In London, in the West End.
Excellent,
We're busy putting
Nice
it together. You've just got to keep your fingers crossed.
Yeah.
It all works out.
So is this your first time in a while going back to that, or...?
Yeah, I haven't worked on stage since 2009.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That must be daunting.
Well, it's essentially a two-hander, and there is no interval, which is great, because otherwise I'd run away. If I'm just sort of kind of fixed, pinned on one person, and I don't get to go off stage in the middle of it, I should make it through. Yeah.
So with working with the Royal Shakespeare Company, you must have got on well with Patrick Stewart on the...
Yes. Obviously, I didn't cross with Patrick there, but yeah, absolutely, same sort of background, same.
Sure.
Yeah.
So the first question about First Contact, and obviously Voyager as well, is how long did it take to get into the Borg Queen makeup?
That's some outfit.
Well, it took longer in First Contact, because obviously the image is so much more detailed and so much bigger, so that, for example, in the suit, they stitched me into the suit, and then they glued a flap. I was stitched down the back, and then they glued a flap over the stitching so that it was kind of seamless.
Yeah.
But by the time we got to Voyager, it was just a two-piece suit, like a pair of trousers and a top.
Yeah.
Because there was just... The pixels are so diminished, for television.
Well, that's right, it wasn't an HD yet, was it?
That's right.
At that point,
you just don't see that much detail. So when we did First Contact, it took 7 hours to do the head.
Wow.
And an hour to get me into the suit, and then we'd break for lunch, and then we'd start shooting, and we'd shoot for 8 hours. So it was a 18-hour day, approximately.
My God.
But you know what? I had a ball. They were so lovely to work with. The Next Gen group was so happy to be back together.
Yeah.
And they genuinely liked each other. In fact, they genuinely still like each other. So it was like walking into a celebration. It was like...
It kind of comes off that way when you do watch those
It comes
movies.
across as a family, doesn't it?
Well,
when they're...
It genuinely is.
More so than other sort of teams of the films.
Yeah.
It does come across that way.
And also, it was Jonathan's first feature.
Yes.
It's the 25th anniversary, just about now. This,
nice one.
Yeah.
So you'll be teaming up again soon for a nice little reunion.
Yes, sort of the geriatric version. So everyone so badly wanted him to succeed. The crew, because they'd been crewing for Next Gen, the same crew did the movie. So there was this really sort of intensely supportive atmosphere. It was like everyone was... You always do your best, but this was extra special. There was a very special feeling.
You do hear all the stories on the set of like when Shatner was directing. So like on a scale of 1 to Shatner, where was Jonathan Frakes at?
I would say 10. Yeah, it was. They were just so cool.
Yeah.
They were so much fun to be around, and I actually when we were shooting, I spent the most time with the Borg maintenance crew. They called them the Borg Wranglers because I had this wonderful guy called Scott Wheeler created the makeup and essentially put it on. He wasn't always there to take it off because it was so much later in the day.
Yeah.
There was another crew that took it off, but sometimes Scott was there. But I had Scott, and then once I was put together, I had someone who looked after the face, someone who looked after my battery pack, someone who looked after my hands and feet. There was someone with an enormous tube of KY jelly and a sponge who kept glossing me up. So I had this team of people. Oh, someone with the contact lenses. So every time they'd say cut, it would be like this group would descend on me. But they were all artists in their own right. They were all really talented people. And they were also all Star Trek. So there was an edge of wackiness and a whole load of talent. So I really had the best time.
Yeah,
and
it sounds really cool.
Then I discovered that I was part of a much bigger family, which was the convention service.
Yes. Oh, this must be amazing.
And it's been a great joy. It really has.
Yeah.
I come and I meet people that I would never meet. Really, really lovely people. I was just having a chat with a couple, and they've just joined the Dogs Trust.
Right.
And we were talking about that because my husband and I sponsor a dog. We've got too many to have this guy come live with us, so we paid for him. And they were just saying that they love doing charities. They're also supporting an air ambulance at the moment for children.
Nice.
But that they rotate them because they can't give to everyone.
Yeah.
But they want to support everyone. So
Yeah.
every 3 years or so they change.
Yeah.
I just found that so moving. You know, you don't hear about what people do.
Yep. Definitely.
So I love coming
Yeah.
here.
That's great. We've just been given the wrap-it-up
Yes,
signal.
I saw.
We'd better stop talking. This has
Okay.
been a genuine pleasure. Thank you
Good.
so much for taking the time
Thank
to speak to
you.
us today.
You did have one last question.
Yeah.
Yeah,
go for
one
it.
last question.
I don't mind.
You've worked with two captains in the Star Trek universe,
Right.
so Picard or Janeway?
That's not. The answer to that is they were both brilliant and of course completely different.
Yes.
You know, it was the Borg Queen and a fella, and the Borg Queen and a lady. It's a whole different dynamic.
Yeah, sure.
So I was really nervous before Voyager, but it turned out to be just as much fun as the first time.
It was great. It really was great.
Yeah.
Right.
But thank you so much. It's been great. Thank you
A
very
pleasure.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Cheers.
But this is the What We've Been Watching section, so let's crack on.
So, let's go movies first of all.
Yay!
I already mentioned Ab Fab.
Movies.
Now, this is one that I imagine might be on your list as well because it was you that told me to watch it.
Oh.
Pardon me, it's a movie starring Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh.
And the movie is Imperium.
When he's a little natty racist.
It is great.
Great film.
Absolutely loved it.
It doesn't quite go the full way, but I did love it.
It ends very, very suddenly.
Yeah.
We'll try not we'll not give any spoilers here because we recommend that people watch this movie because it is very, very good. And anyone who says anything about Daniel Radcliffe's acting skills, there were moments in Harry Potter, earlier on in Harry Potter, where he himself admits, I wasn't very good there. But anyone who says that after watching this movie, you're wrong.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. He is fantastic in this film. He gets really into it. Yeah. And I'm sure I text you saying, this kid can act. This kid can act his balls off. So, yeah. Didn't really have anybody to go up against, which is a shame because sometimes when somebody's absolutely nailing it, you want them to have a powerful, strong person on the opposite side of the table. Not really having that. kind of
to sort of bounce off each other and try and outdo each other. Yeah,
aye.
I see what you mean there. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great movie, great story, great performances. It had, it had other people you've seen from other things, like Sam from True Blood was in there,
which was nice.
Nice, I mean, he's a pretty good actor. You don't really see him enough, so I enjoyed it. Good movie.
Yep, totally agree with you. I did enjoy that, and I did tell you watch that.
Yes, you did, and I listened,
as you bloody well should. So there was a movie that I watched, and this will most likely, when we come to do our roundup of 2016, this is probably going to be on my list, my top 5 of 2016, because I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. It was a first-time director. It had 3 stars that I absolutely love. It was Hell or High Water.
Now, yes, you've told me about this. I've not had a chance to watch it yet, though.
This movie is so good. It is so, so good. It's just Chris Pine and Ben Foster acting their absolute balls off. Just being Chris Pine and Ben Foster, and having Jeff Bridges to kind of round off the cast is great. Jeff Bridges kind of playing the same role he played in True Grit, like the surly old man. Like he's a copper who's 2 days from retirement kind of thing, and he's got his young deputy.
Does he say I'm too old for this shit?
Probably. I don't think he does, but probably. And it's all Chris Pine, Ben Foster are a couple of brothers who are going around robbing banks, and you don't really know straight away why they're doing it, but there's a plan behind it. Ben Foster's the older fuck-up brother. Chris Pine's the man with the plan. He's a man with a plan. And it all goes a little bit tits up, but not really. And yeah, it's just great fun. Just dialogue-wise, great. Those two are fantastic together. What was that one we watched when they were on the boat? Chris Pine's sailing the boat and all that.
Finest Hours?
Finest Hours. My biggest problem with that movie was that Ben Foster is also in that movie, and they don't really do much together.
Yep.
That was my only real problem. This movie, everything is it's just them all the way through it, and they are fantastic together. I mean, I love Ben Foster. Kid's just fucking insanely good actor, and Chris Pine's just nice to look at.
Fair enough.
Dreamy.
So
yeah, Hell or High Water. You need to give this a watch.
I am going to give it a watch. I've been meaning to. I've just, been watching wrestling.
And for a first-time director, it's an extremely accomplished movie. Everything's just great in it. And you get a couple of little surprises that you saw. They're not really surprises because you see it coming, but the way it happens, you're just sat there going, bloody hell, fuck. And that's a directing choice. It's not like the actors or the producers. It's a pure directing choice that you can see, and he nails it. Just nails it. I don't want to say what the scene is in particular that I'm thinking of, because it's a bit of a spoiler. But as a director, this kid's he's gonna do something. So yeah, I predict good things for him.
Yeah.
I didn't look his name up because I'm an idiot, but I predict good things.
Good stuff. Aye, it'll be fine.
Hell or High Water. Give it a watch. It's extremely close right now to being on my 2016 list.
Now, speaking of that, this one, I'm not entirely sure it's going to make it, but I'm going to struggle. I'll be upset to not put it in there. Now, this is an animated movie.
Ooh.
And it's a Batman animated movie.
All right, yeah.
And I've been raving on about this.
You have?
Like a bastard.
You have.
It is Batman: Return of the Caped Crusaders.
Yes. Is this the one where
Adam West and Burt Ward and Julie Newmar?
Mm-hmm.
And it's possibly the best fun I've had watching a movie all year. It's great.
Well, that's a review you can't argue with.
It's, it's a callback to the Adam West TV show. It captures it perfectly. It's just fucking great.
I'm going to give it a watch.
You do have to watch it. I wanted you to watch it before we did this episode tonight.
The thing was, you kind of told me to watch it, and you were sort of raving about it, and I thought, I'm going to wait until we've done the episode because I wanted to see what you had to say first, and then I could go into it.
So brief plot line, if I can remember it, is... So the Catwoman, Joker, Penguin, and the Riddler all team up.
Team up movie, love it.
Yep.
Cesar Romero?
No, well, he's dead, isn't he?
Mark Hamill?
No.
Oh.
I don't know who does I can't remember who does the voice for the Joker. It's a good representation of Cesar Romero, though.
Okay.
It's all right. So they all team up to they're wanting to steal. I think it's steal a jewel or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
To build a gun. And the gun is going to. What the hell is the gun going to do again?
Shark repellent gun.
No, fuck! I can't remember what the end game of the gun is. But they're building a weapon to take down Batman, and that's sort of the end game.
Standard.
Yeah. So, but so spoilers: Batman turns to the dark side.
Yay!
We get a dark Batman. And Adam West you can just tell Adam West is fucking loving it. It's just hilarious.
I'll give it a watch.
Just the Adam Westisms, the Robin Holy Batman. I did tell you about one, or I tried to when we were down in Newcastle.
Did it go totally over my head?
I think it did. Well, we were speaking about it as we were walking towards the train station. So I don't know if you heard me or not. But
or I wasn't listening.
Or maybe you weren't listening. Maybe you were ignoring me completely, as happens every now and then.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, but there's a line at the end of the movie where Catwoman says to Batman, "Well, we could run away together. We could go and sit in a cafe in Italy, and we could
bunch of bastards.
We could sit and we could drink coffee." And Robin goes, "Wholly unsatisfying ending, Batman," and it's fucking fantastic.
That's not.
It's
funny.
Fantastic.
That's not funny.
But we see Robin and Batman having a utility belt off. It's great.
Okay, I'm going to give that a watch.
Great. And as I said, it's the best time I've had watching a movie this year.
Right. Okay.
There you go.
So, going from the best time in an animated movie that you've had this year, or best time you've had in a movie this year, I would like to quickly mention, and I'm not going to waste any fucking time on this movie, possibly the worst animation I've seen this year, definitely the worst animation I've seen in my life. Probably should have flipped that the other way around. Seth Rogen's Sausage Party.
Wow.
What a load of shite. This movie is atrocious. I don't know what... They were obviously all stoned off their fucking faces. They've just decided they're going to make a movie with their mates about food that fucks each other. This movie is fucking incredibly bad.
Shit. So is it the same, like James Franco and all that?
Everyone.
Right.
Like Jonah, what's his name? Bill Hader, Rogen. I'm sure Franco's in there somewhere. I'm sure they're all in it somewhere. It is just horrible. And you know what? If those animators really didn't get paid and they really didn't get credited for it, that is a damn good thing for their careers, because this movie is shocking. So I'm not going to waste any more time on that.
I think that lot are like, the Brat Pack.
Yeah.
Only shit.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of the stuff that they do come out with, I do like. This Sausage Party is just pants. I just hated it. I absolutely hated it.
It's not something that I ever really took on, to be honest.
Yeah, don't bother.
I don't think I even watched the trailer, because I just kind of thought, nah.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother. I really wouldn't bother. But I digress, because that is a shit movie, and I have watched a couple of decent movies.
Okay.
So first of all, Ouija. It's the sequel. It's the second one, but it's a prequel. It's a prequel to the first movie. I don't actually remember the first movie because it probably wasn't that good. But the second movie, Ouija, it's got a fucking subtitle to it as well. I don't know. Really good, excellent film.
Is it something in hell?
Yeah, it's like something like that. Something Beginnings, or the first
Ouija Begins,
the first Ouija, or Ouija.
Ouija Rises.
Ouija the prequel.
Yeah,
something like that.
Ouija Harder.
Yep.
Right,
a Ouija Harder. Yeah. It is a really good film. It doesn't really rely on jump scares. Really enjoyed it. Nice horror. Really kind of cuts to the quick, doesn't really waste any time. Nowhere near as good as The Conjuring 2, but a good film. So
that's a box set I want.
Yeah.
The Conjuring and The Conjuring 2.
Conjuring 2 was
I've only seen The Conjuring once, but I've seen The Conjuring 2 fuck knows how many times, because I love that movie.
Probably in my 2016 list as well, because I did love that. I did love that.
And we're going to have to make that a top 10.
Have you watched Sully yet?
I've watched some of it.
Yep.
But the stream that I was watching it on... that I was watching it on, it started to break up towards the end.
Right.
So I've not seen it. I've not seen it all. I've seen the majority of it though.
Me and Lindsay watched it last night. Love it. Really.
I was enjoying it.
Really good film.
From what I saw, but yeah, it just started. I think it was maybe about 3/4 of the way through, and it just started to go like.
Yeah.
Like that.
That'll ruin a film for you.
That was annoying.
That will ruin a film. Really enjoyed it. Tom Hanks, great. Clint Eastwood directing, which I didn't know.
Can't go wrong. I didn't know
until Twiggy said it on Saturday. Brilliant movie, really well done. A lot of shit I had no idea about. Like,
I didn't know he was vilified.
Well, exactly, but it's
not by the people, granted,
but by like the insurance
by the assholes.
agents.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was kind of sitting there and I was like, to us, I mean, like, because obviously we're in the UK. This thing happened in America.
I remember seeing it, but I remember like, okay.
Well, this is what I was saying to Lindsay, like, as we were watching it, I'm like, like, it's all over the news in America on the movie. Like, everybody's talking about it, he's a hero and all that. I says, that was like 5 minutes of the news channel for us. Yeah. Like, we didn't see any of this. So it's like, I suppose that happens all the time. But just a really good film, really interesting what happened to him afterwards. Because when the movie started and it had already happened, I was kind of like, what the fuck? They're going to tell you what happened after. I'm like, well, what the hell? Like, what, he saved a dozen people?
It was, for me, the eerie part was the dreams.
When he was...
Him imagining what would have happened if he hadn't done his thing. Planes flying into buildings and that. So,
it's very, very, very reminiscent. I mean, even at one point when the plane was flying over one of the bridges and Lindsay sat there and she just kind of turned around and she goes, you know what it is? If you had seen that, you'd just be thinking 9/11. And I was like, well, exactly, because that's kind of what they're getting at, isn't it? But yeah, Sully, great movie.
Oscar for Tom Hanks, you reckon?
Oscar for Tom Hanks, possibly. He'll be in the running. I don't think they'll put Clint up for that one, though. It's a good movie. It's really well made, but there's no real Clint Eastwood directory shiny moments, if you know what I mean. Like, nothing really stuck out. So I do think Tom Hanks will be in the running. I'm not, unless they're running out of people, I don't see Eastwood being up for it.
Well, that is the kind of movie that wins like Best Picture and stuff, though, isn't it?
Not Best Director, though.
I do want to watch the end of it, if I can find them. So I'm out of movies. I've just got TV shows now. Have you got any more movies to talk about?
One more movie that I will quickly mention, because I told the amazing producer of this movie, who sent me an email to say thank you for reviewing my movie. Because you can tell I'm happy about that. I was chuffed with that. I was really chuffed with that.
I thought you were going about Owen.
Owen? No. We already spoke about his movie. You know, you only get one episode on this.
Right.
It was a movie called Deadly Intent. It's a little British thriller. Really kind of, again, jumps to the quick. So gets right in there. It's only 88 minutes or something like that, 90 minutes. Just goes straight for the jugular. Movie starts. It's a mother who's sort of nearly at the end of her rope after her husband's died. Like, her husband died earlier, like before the film. And her son is turning into a little bit of a weirdo. And he's getting a little bit like paranormal sort of thing, and he's kind of talking to his dad, and it's like just a great little sort of bottle movie that takes place in like a house sort of thing. It doesn't really leave the confines of the house that often, sort of just at the start of the movie. Really well done for, I think it was like first time director, first time producer, first time like the kids acted in anything. It's done really well. Really enjoyed it, and I just wanted to bring it up on the podcast.
Did you get a review copy of it?
I did, yes.
Did you send it to me?
Probably not.
Well, that's just ignorant, isn't it?
But I did a review on the website, which you haven't read, which is even more ignorant.
Well,
because it's our website, so you should be reading it.
I'm busy.
Watching wrestling?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And, at work and stuff.
Give it a watch. You'll enjoy it. And I would like other people out there to search it out. It's on the video on demand streams right now. You can get it on iTunes. You can get it on all sorts of things. Hulu, whatever you get your streaming from. And just a really good movie. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Don't go into it expecting The Conjuring 2, because it's not quite as polished as that. But for the budget these guys have had and for what they were trying to do, they've done a great job in my books. So there you go.
I'll let you off for that, but I've not seen it because you've not sent me the review copy.
Okay.
So you know what happens? You know what happens when you don't send me the review copy?
You don't get to see it.
You just made the list.
TV. Let's talk about TV.
Right. I want to talk about going back to Hobie, and I stood up for Blake earlier on, but I don't think Blake cared for this because there was too much Doctor Who ass, and the TV show is The Crown. On
Doctor
Netflix.
Who ass?
Yes, Matt Smith is in it.
Oh, so he gets his ass out.
He gets his ass out a couple of times.
Sweet.
Yeah, so... But not that often.
Okay.
Not that often, to be fair. He plays Prince Philip. It's about Queen Elizabeth.
So basically, Blake's wife's been watching it. He's walked into the room at the 2 times that he has his ass out and thought, I'm not watching this.
Probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what it sounded like.
Aye.
But it's about Queen Elizabeth, just as she's been put on the throne.
Mm-hmm.
And Prince Philip is played by Matt Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the name of the actress who plays Queen Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm.
She is very, very good. But John Lithgow plays Winston Churchill. Jared Harris, who was in Mad Men, and he played Moriarty.
Mm-hmm.
Plays King George the Seventh. 6th.
Is this like a true thing?
Yeah.
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 Thought it was like some Game of Thrones shit.
No. I think it's the most expensive TV show ever made, something like that. It's a Netflix exclusive. It's damn good.
Mm-hmm.
I was addicted to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really good.
I have seen it as I've been like flicking through things, but no, I've not put it on yet. But I have heard and read a lot about it. So I probably will.
I loved it. I watched it in about a week. I think it's 10 episodes or something like that.
Uh-huh.
So apparently they're doing a season for every decade that the Queen's been on the throne.
All right. Okay.
So eventually you're going to come into the Diana territory and all that kind of thing. The only sickener about that is that you can't have. For later on, you can't have the same actors, so they're going to have to swap them out for older actors, because there's only so much that makeup can do before it starts to look shit. But for now, it's a damn good show.
Excellent.
Everybody's great. There's no weak links or anything like that. They've put a lot of love into it. It's a very, very good show. Blake, stop focusing on Matt Smith's ass. Watch the show. And stop thinking about Doctor Who's ass.
Is that the only thing to focus on, though?
It's a nice ass, to be fair.
Do you see Queen Elizabeth's ass?
No, you don't.
Well, that's just not fair. Think they would show that? Think the balls to show that?
Fair, I can remember seeing it twice.
What?
His ass.
Queen Elizabeth's ass?
No, Matt Smith's ass.
All right.
I can remember seeing it twice.
Maybe you just blocked out the other times.
Maybe I did, but from what I can remember, twice in like 10 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
That's not too much ass.
No, it's not too much at all. If anything, that's not enough.
That's not enough Doctor Who ass.
No, exactly.
Yeah. But I highly recommend it. It's maybe not your cup of tea. No offence, I don't really take you as somebody who would watch a royal TV show. But
not a chance.
I enjoyed it. I liked it. So there you go.
I might though, because I have heard and read a lot about it, so I might give it a go at some point.
It's very, very good, very well acted, and it's a true story.
It's got Doctor Who's ass in it.
It's got Doctor Who's ass in it.
Sweet.
Yes. But no TARDIS.
No TARDIS. Aww. That's a bit shit.
Did I just lose you there?
Yeah, you lost me. You totally lost me there. You had me at ass, you lost me at TARDIS.
So how about you?
I picked up a new show just this week, in fact. I'm only 2 episodes in because there's only been 2 episodes. It is the TV version of the Marky Mark movie, Shooter.
Ooh, is that on Netflix?
No.
Is it Ryan Philippe in it?
Yes, it's on
Felipe,
it's like NBC or CBC
I
or
think it might be on
CNN.
Netflix, or maybe Amazon Prime.
Amazon
I've seen it on one of them.
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
about right.
Yeah.
Ryan Philippe taking over the Marky Mark role. First 2 episodes are brilliant. Really enjoyed it. First episode basically covers like up until Marky Mark shoots the president. He doesn't shoot the president, but kind of. You've seen the movie.
I think so.
In the movie, well, in the show, I'll not go with the movie if you've not seen it, if you can't remember it. But basically, he gets called in because there's going to be an assassination, and they want him to come in because he's like one of the best sharpshooters. He's the best of a handful of sharpshooters in the world. So he comes in to try and tell them how it's going to be done so that they can stop it. He ends up there anyway and realizes that something was wrong. So it wasn't, the guy's not going to be where he says he is. He's going to be in another place. So he goes there to get the guy, and then the person gets killed, and then Marky Mark goes on the run, and he gets framed for it because he's beside the gun that supposedly killed the president. TV show's basically the same premise. Ryan Philippe gets called in to, same again, president's going to be killed, so he's going to try and work out all the trajectories and where he might do it from. He's got a little list of places, which is actually really well done. When he's telling the 2 guys from like the CIA or the Homeland Security or whatever, he's telling them the different places and the different, like, where he might be and the wind and things in the way and all that. Really well done the way they did it. I was kind of like, oh, fuck me, you've got really clever here. Well done. Like, some really good effects the way they've done it. So anyway, the first episode basically ends with him being caught by an FBI agent who already sort of has prior knowledge of him. So she's already a little bit like, meh, why is he on the list? You know, like, because she gets like a caseload of like 10 people who may be the assassinator. And she comes across his file and she's like, well, that doesn't make any sense, because why would he do that kind of thing? He doesn't fit the bill sort of thing. So she's already got it in her head. But anyway, president gets killed and he's like, I didn't kill the president. And then that's where the first episode ends. And pretty much I feel like it's going to follow the movie in that sense. He has to go on the run and try and figure out who did this.
Yeah.
And first 2 episodes, excellent. Ryan Philippe, I love him.
Is it the normal Amazon Prime thing where they do only 1 a week?
Yes.
Right. Okay, that's fine.
There's only been 2 episodes so far. Thoroughly enjoyed the 2 episodes so far. Just,
I did read something about the other day and I thought,
yeah, it's actually, because I enjoyed the movie. The movie was a surprise because I really thought, Marky Mark's making this movie in a sea of shite that he's making.
Did that movie have Ben Sisko in it?
I think he did.
I've seen it then. Yes. I've seen it, yeah.
Yes. And
Avery Brooks. I forgot his name.
He's just
Brooks.
great in it.
Yeah.
He's just the film. The film was a surprise. The TV show feels like it's a good TV show to go ahead with. Not sure how long it can stretch that out for, but let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep up with it, and I really enjoyed it.
I will give that a go. I don't watch stuff on Amazon Prime enough because the app for it on the Xbox is shit. It's really, really bad. Now, the next TV show that I want to speak about is a TV show that just started last Friday on Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's again the most expensive show that they've ever invested in,
right?
But also the most expensive, the most successful show that they've ever had from the first episode. The most successful debut ever,
right?
And it's the Grand Tour.
Oh God, shut up! I'm not talking about fucking Name 3.
But the point is, from the app, I had to search for it. This is their. Shut the fuck up for a minute.
I'm not talking about.
Shut the fuck up for a minute. I'm talking about the app, not the bloody show. You dick.
Right, okay.
Dopey prick. This is their new fucking shiny show.
Yep.
And I had to search for the fucking thing.
Right.
The app is crap on the Xbox.
Whereas Netflix, it would be right at the top of the page.
Exactly. Like that fucking Kevin James movie. That's
a good movie. Oh, I forgot to talk about that. I haven't watched it. It would have been funny if I had, though.
It would not. Save that for when Burger's on. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I know you don't like them, but I enjoyed it, so screw you. And the next show that I'm going to talk about is a show on Netflix. Have you ever watched any of Black Mirror?
No. That's the one where the Prime Minister had to fuck a pig?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's written by a British comedian called Charlie Brooker.
He is great.
He is good.
He is great.
So Netflix has just bought the rights to it. You can catch all of the archive episodes of it on Netflix right now, but it came back with 6 episodes. Some of them, as always with Black Mirror, so some of them are amazing, some of them are okay, and every now and then you get one that's meh. The first episode has got the actress from Jurassic World.
All right, Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah, go with that one.
Ginger one.
Yeah.
All
right. It's with the episodes, they tend to do sort of social commentary.
Yeah.
And this one, the first one, I'll only speak about 2. I'll not ramble on. But the first one is, it's set. They're always set in the not too distant future. So this one is set in the not too distant future, and everybody's obsessed with their social rankings. Mm-hmm. So when you speak to someone, you've got your smartphone and you give them 5 stars or 3 stars or 2 stars. And if you've got a job, for example, or you're going for an apartment or a flat or renting a car, it all depends on your social ranking.
Oh, I like that.
And it made me want to quit everything. You know what I'm like with that kind of thing.
Yep.
But it just made me want to quit everything.
So you would have made me want to.
But it's like the main character stories. Her from Jurassic World is it starts off, she's obsessed with her social ranking and stuff, and she's trying to sort of keep in with people who are 5 stars, so they'll give her 5 stars and all that kind of thing. And then it's like her journey, and it's really, really fucking good. The other one I want to talk about is it's a lad who's a bit of a loser in that. I think this is the 3rd episode. He works in like a fast food joint. Just like a sort of typical 15-year-old lad who just doesn't really have any sort of ambition or anything like that. And then he goes home and he gets a message on his computer saying that we've got a video file of you having a wank. If you don't want us to share this with all of your friends, then you'll do exactly what we say.
Right.
And so he has to comply, otherwise they're going to send that to everyone and all that. And then there's sort of twists and turns. Jerome Flynn is in it as well. He's good in that.
Ron.
Yeah. And he's in the same situation where he's I think he was with a hooker.
But why is it bad that somebody would send a video of you wanking?
Because spoilers.
Right. Because to be honest,
no, there's reasons and stuff and things.
If somebody said to me, "I'm going to send a video to all your mates of you wanking," I'd be like, "Have at it." Wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, but spoilers.
As you know, got Willie. He's got a.
No, I'm not going to give you spoilers.
Okay.
It's about what he was wanking to.
His mum.
Your mum.
My mum. Yeah. His sister. A boy. Wacko Jacko.
Who?
Ah.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, very good. Very, very good. A damn good episode. It gets into bank robbery territory and all that kind of thing. It's fucking great. So I highly recommend Black Mirror to you, my friend.
I will give that a watch at some point. It's just something I've never really sat down to go for. I do like Charlie Brooker, though.
It's one of those shows throughout the entire run where you never, ever know where the show's going.
Right.
It's like a fucking M. Night Shyamalan movie, but good. Aye.
Who knew?
I know, right? But you never, ever know where it's going.
Yep.
So, there you go.
All right.
Aye. So, what else you got?
I am not going to talk about TV shows that I'm currently watching. I'm going to talk about 2 TV shows in particular that I was watching and I'm now not.
Oh, right. Okay.
Flash and Arrow.
Yes, because we've not talked about this shit.
We haven't.
Oh, okay. Can I actually, before we get into that, can I talk about one more?
Go on then.
And then we'll talk about the superheroes. The one that I was speaking to you about this when we were driving up to Gillespie on Sunday there. It's a show that aired during the summer on Sky Atlantic. It's called The Night Of.
Right, yes, aye.
As we were saying, it was James Gandolfini's pet project, his passion project. He wanted it. He was desperate to get it made. In the end, it was John
Turturro.
Yeah, that's the one. He was very good.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. He was damn good on the role. Oh, but James Gandolfini would have been so much better.
Because James Gandolfini.
Yeah, and it was a really fucking good show. It's I forget how many episodes. 8 episodes, I think. I think it was 8 episodes, and it's about you're again similar to what I was saying, except without the porn. Just a normal guy, a normal lad who meets a lassie, and they do some drugs, and then they have all the sexy time. He wakes up. He wakes up in the morning, and she's been stabbed to death.
Yes,
and he gets arrested for it because his DNA and all his fingerprints and everything is all around her apartment. He gets arrested for it, and it's about his story and the court case and all that kind of thing. It's fucking great.
I've heard a shit ton about this one, and the only reason I haven't watched it yet is because Lindsay wants to watch it as well. I am dying to watch it, but she wants to watch it.
I had it on my plan for ages. I think that lad is actually in Rogue One.
All right.
I think.
Is it Riz Ahmed or something like that? I'm sure it's
something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that. I was going to do a Family Guy thing there.
Don't do that.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Don't do
I'm
that.
going to do that. Bygones. So I can't. It's a great show.
Yeah.
And I think the guy from Boardwalk Empire, isn't it? Is it Whitey or something?
Right.
Yeah, he's in it.
All right.
He's one of the prison mates, and he kind of takes the lad under his wing and protects him and stuff like that. There's no rapey scenes. Don't worry.
Aww.
You sick fuck.
Don't worry. I watched Oz for that. Did you ever watch Oz?
I never watched Oz.
That was full bore.
I've seen Wentworth.
Oh, this was like Wentworth on crack. It was like full bore rapey scenes everywhere. I used to love watching.
That's
Oz.
why I was pleased there was none of that, because I can't be doing with that.
No,
no.
Do you not like pillow biting and stuff?
No, I get nightmares.
The sisters came for Andy Dufresne.
Oh, you know what? The first time I saw that movie, that freaked me out.
Right, so the night of, you completely 100% go for it.
Absolutely.
It is one I will watch, and I will binge the fuck out of it because I've heard a lot about it.
I couldn't stop watching
I've heard loads about it.
Yeah.
It is one I want.
So, let's talk superheroes.
So yeah, Flash and Arrow, I'm done.
Done with Arrow as well.
I wasn't watching Supergirl anyway. I lost interest in Legends Tomorrow after 3 episodes of the first series. I'm pretty much done now. I think Arrow, people are saying that this is one of the best series yet.
You're joking.
I really didn't see it. He's building a new team. I can't be fucking bothered with any of them.
My friend, I've said it to you a few times, this whole thing with Arrow, building the new team and all that kind of thing, it's like when Mulder left the X-Files and they built up the new X-Files team, and like Scully was still there but on the sides, coming in every now and then, like Diggle and what have you, and like his sister
wife.
No, what's Ollie's sister called?
All right, Thea.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Aye, bygones. It's like desperation to keep it going. Just let it end.
Yeah.
Just let it end. I've not given up on Arrow yet.
And they're still doing the flashbacks. Just come on. What is that all about?
I think with this show anyway, or with these shows anyway, the superhero fatigue is definitely sitting in. And actually, the show that I'm really, really still enjoying is Supergirl.
I will. Next week is the crossover with all 4 shows. I am going to watch all 4 episodes of that, because from what I can gather, it's a completely self-contained thing, so it's not going to matter to plot-wise or anything like that. I'm going to watch that. I'm definitely going to watch that because I want to see how they do 4 different shows.
So do you have to watch Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, and Legends of Tomorrow to get the whole story?
Yes. You have to watch all 4 of them. Supergirl first. I'm not sure what the order is, but it's because in America it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Right.
So Supergirl first, but it's like aliens coming to Earth sort of thing to take, and Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Legends all get together to try and help, I guess. Which, I'm going to watch that. I'm going to see how I get on with it. But Arrow has just slowly lost me. Flash lost me within 2 or 3 episodes.
Well, Flash lost me the first episode.
It was just the whole thing about why the fuck do this massive big thing like the Flashpoint Paradox in Series 3? Why do that? And then the first episode back, the premiere episode back, go back, just change it all so that you didn't change the timeline. Mm-hmm. But, of course, Reverse Flash likes to fuck with him, so he has changed the time. No.
You know what? If you want a bunch of timey-wimey shit, watch fucking Doctor Who.
Aye.
Fuck that shit.
And then, I think the last reveal, I haven't actually seen it, but I'm sure it's like somebody done a review of it or something. I read somewhere, anyway, that Draco's a wrong'un. So,
well, you called that.
Well, aye. He must be working for the big bad. And it's just like... Ugh. Flash lost me quickly. I can take any amount of stupid shit in Flash, but to go for the Flashpoint Paradox and then just try and turn it back, no, that's not a Series 3 thing.
That's the thing at the moment, right? Is like say the night of, right? I had that recorded in my planner since August.
Yeah.
And you've got shows like The Walking Dead, Flash, Arrow. I'm the same as you. Arrow is losing me because I think this series is fucking
I'm done.
Shit. So I'm this far away. I did a thing with my fingers there. I'm this far away from being done with Arrow as well. Yep. The only one I'm watching is Supergirl. But I've got like say Outcast. I've not watched that yet.
No, I've still not watched that.
That's in my planner. There are shows like, the one you just mentioned, Shooter.
Yep.
There's a new show on Netflix called Expanse.
Yeah,
that looks
I'm
quite
dying
good.
to watch that.
There's all these shows that people are actually coming up with new stuff.
Yeah.
And then you've got fucking these superhero shows that I refuse, and Walking Dead, I refuse to watch an entire series of that again. And especially in the case of Flash and The Walking Dead. I refuse to watch an entire series of that again, expecting and waiting for it to get good. I'm not doing it again.
Just because on the odd occasion it has. Because let's be honest, The Walking Dead is one of the most inconsistent shows out there.
Yeah.
It has a good couple of episodes
series,
and then it dies on its
It had a good series 6.
Yep. And that was only the second half.
Yeah.
Because the first half was season 6. That's why we started the Talking Heads, because the first half was so bad.
Oh yeah, the end of the first part of Series 6 was the Rick beat the guy to death. He went, what?
Aye.
Is that right? But yeah, I'm not watching The Walking Dead for the next 8 weeks, expecting and waiting and hoping that it's going to get good, because it's not.
I'm almost with you there on Walking Dead, but the Flash and the Arrow they've lost me, to be fair. And it's such a shame, because the Arrow is such a fucking good show when it came out.
Arrow was. And I've never really been into Flash all that much.
But Arrow set the benchmark. It set the benchmark for a superhero TV show. And then Flash was coming along and everybody was like, that's such an absurd superhero to be on a TV show. But they did it. And they threw everything at it. They threw everything at that show. Which was something I've always said is the best thing about the show, is that they just go for it and they don't care. But then this series... It's the whole Flashpoint thing. Why go there? Why go there? Why do that and not commit?
It sounds like a fucking mess.
And it's come back, and all these things have changed for Barry that he's finding out week to week. All these things are changing. But it's done nothing to the Arrowverse. It's done nothing to Legends of Tomorrow. It's Supergirl's set in a different fucking Earth. So
I thought it was set in the same Earth now. No?
Well, it might be now. I don't know.
I don't know.
I've not watched the second series.
What's upsetting is Ally McBeal isn't in it anymore.
She's good in that.
She is good in that.
But yeah, Flash, Arrow, they've both lost me. Walking Dead is treading a very fine line right now.
Its coat's on a shaky nail.
Wow. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Yeah, I think I'm just close to being done with some of these shows.
There's a limit, I don't see why we should, as viewers and people who pay our Sky fees, and like in America, you're HBO fees or whatever networks they're on. I don't see why we should have to put up with that shit. And, you know, I said to you when you weren't enjoying Game of Thrones last year, well, don't watch it then. If you're not enjoying it, it's okay to not like a TV show.
Yeah.
If you're not liking it, don't watch it.
Yeah, but the way you said it was so patronising.
I know it was. But, you know, I think you were asking for it at the time.
At the time, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a touch.
So there you go. But that's TV shows and that's movies.
And I'm still watching Frequency.
You know, I fucking forgot all about that.
Yeah, it is batshit crazy.
That's the fucking wrestling, man.
They're breaking their own rules left, right and centre. But I'm still watching it and I'm still kind of loving it. Mostly for the performances. I think the guy who plays the dad and the daughter, I think they're both great in that show. But they need to set out their set of rules and stick to them.
You do need, when you're doing timey-wimey stuff, you do need to stick to your own rules.
I'm all for taking the piss with timey-wimey, but you have to have a standard set of rules that you follow, and if you don't follow them, you're just fucking taking the piss with yourself, really. And that seems to be the main problem with Frequency. Like, some of it just kind of makes you go, this really does not make sense.
Yeah.
But they tend to write themselves out of it.
I've not watched it in a couple of weeks.
It's good.
I will go back to it. I'm not done with it by any stretch of the imagination. I will go back to it. It's still good.
It's just a bit. Yeah, you've got if you're going to have the Back to the Future rules, you stick to the Back to the Future rules. If you're going to have your own set of rules, you stick to those set rules.
Yeah.
So just
but you know, like time travel rules is like vampire rules in movies and TV shows.
Whatever fits.
No, you have to decide what your rules are.
Yeah.
And then you stick to your rules. Like, I'm not going to argue, like, if Frequency decided that it was their rules and time travel was different to Back to the Future, as long as you stick to the ones that you've
what I'm saying.
out, you know.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It just needs to figure that out. Write them down on a sheet of paper and stick to them, please. That's my only thing with Frequency.
They'll have whiteboards. Put it on the fucking whiteboard.
But as of right now, I'm still loving the show. I'm still in, and there's still the Frequency podcast is still out there. So have a listen to that because they like to poke holes, but they're a couple of fans.
Fair enough. Yeah. We could sympathise.
Yeah, we can.
Have you been watching any of Designated Survivor?
No, not yet.
That's good.
Kiefer is the president.
Yes.
Yeah. Doesn't really. I don't know. I don't want to see him as the president. I want to see him protecting the president.
But he's like an accidental president.
What, like the accidental husband?
No, he's the... What?
It's a Colin Firth movie. I didn't watch it.
You liar!
I watched it. Shut up.
Dear me.
Crack on. You watched Ab Fab, come on.
Fuck, okay, fair enough. He's you know, in the West Wing, it's referred to in the West Wing where when they have a big... it's the State of the Union address.
Right.
Just in case something happens, they have a designated survivor who stays in, you know, like protected area, so that if something happens and the government is wiped out, there's still somebody there who can take over.
Right.
And that's Kiefer.
That's Jack Bauer.
Yeah. He's no Jack Bauer.
You would choose Jack Bauer in that situation.
Yeah, he's not playing Jack Bauer.
No?
No.
Oh, that's a bit shit.
But it's damn good. It's really good.
It is one I want to check out. I'm still a little bit salty after Touch.
Oh, fuck Touch.
I know, but that was Kiefer and yeah.
Going about calling his kid sweetheart and stuff. Fuck off.
It is Kiefer, so you let him off.
Oh, no, it was shite.
I'd let Kiefer off.
What if he called you sweetheart?
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, Keith. You can't really call him Keith, can you?
No.
No.
Because he's not called Keith.
Well.
Anyway.
So, is that it for the TVs?
I think it
is.
is.
And the movies and the comics and the games? Got any games you want to talk
about? I've already slated 2K17. So I may as well do it one more time. 2K17 was shite. I've been playing the Skyrim remaster.
Ooh.
That's good.
What is the point, though? Because you've already done it.
I know. But there's nothing else that I fancy. I was quite fancying Watch Dogs 2, but apparently it's repetitive as fuck, just the same as the original one.
Yeah, the original one wasn't great.
No. Apparently they have improved on it quite a lot, so I might give it a go. I've got all these games, specifically 2K17, because it was crap. that I wanna trade these games in and buy a new one, but we'll just fucking release a game that I want to buy then.
Yeah, there's not much.
It's not at all.
I'm going to give No Man's Sky a go this week, but I don't know. I put it on. I had no idea what was going on, so I turned it off. But again, that's kind of what happens at the start of games. You don't really know what's going on.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there was probably a load of stuff on Skyrim that I didn't do.
Yeah,
because it's such a massive game,
mm-hmm.
and it does look. It looks. I mean, the HD conversion or whatever, the remaster is fucking gorgeous. It's a beautiful looking game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
I was playing Witcher 3, finished both of the DLCs on that, so I've pretty much finished Witcher 3.
I never played that.
That was good. That was really the only one I was enjoying.
Yeah,
I'm not really into. Apparently, Infinite Warfare is utter shit.
What's that?
The new Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It's all spacey and stuff.
Yeah.
You've got Jon Snow in there.
Call of Duty Hack 2.
Exactly. Apparently it's bombing like a bastard though.
Well, hopefully they won't make any more then.
Mm-hmm. And not an explodey way, as in a salesy way. Ken?
Are we going to move on to our top 5?
Well, we do top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, exciting.
What's top 5 again?
Top 5.
Inspirational
battle speechy
stuff. Right. But first, yeah, we've had a drink. So I will play another cheeky promo before we go on to that.
Hey guys, this is Nick from the Epic Film Guys podcast, and you are listening to the 365 Flicks podcast. Not only your source for great movie news, outside of our own podcast, of course, but also your source for everything from The Walking Dead. And all of this comes from a pissy ex-video store clerk and a Scottish Whedon whore. Your vocal heroes of pissy opinion. It is, again, the 365 Flicks podcast. Please jump over to iTunes and give them a rating and follow them on Twitter at 365 Flicks Pod. And now here's a little taste of what the Epic Film Guys podcast is all about.
Even when the composer wasn't that great, they were like no-namers, but they come up with these iconic themes, which
even films that
get
are
in
complete,
your head.
Even films that are complete shitfests, like
garbage.
Stallone's Judge Dredd. Dun 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 dun. Like that theme is so iconic, it sticks
Don't
right in
call
your
that
head.
movie shit. We both know that's your favorite movie of all time. All right,
It definitely is one of them. I will readily admit to that.
a little bit. Let's put a little more lighthearted feel in this.
What are you doing down there, Judge Hershey?
Waiting for backup.
Hey, Diane Lane. Diane Lane, man.
Diane Lane.
Diane Lane, man. That is Nick and Justin over at the Epic Film Guys podcast. Give them a listen. Mm-hmm. They are part of the hashtag Podden family. Love listening to their show. They are a couple of awesome dudes.
Yeah. You know, I lost all of my podcasts when I switched from the HTC to the shiny iPhone 7.
You did.
But yeah, theirs was one of the ones that I subscribed to first.
Are you saying that just because we played the promo, or did you actually do that?
No, I do actually like them.
All right, okay.
Yeah, so shut up then.
Just because I know sometimes you like to talk shit.
Name one time.
I can't right now. That time you told me you said something on the way down to the train station, and apparently I wasn't listening. Yeah.
I think you were just being ignorant. I was trying to speak to you, and you just fucking blanked me.
So, the top 5
Yep.
is coming in a moment. But Chris.
What?
To your left, there is a box.
Oh, you challenging?
How do you fancy an impromptu challenge?
Oh, motherfucker.
For the 365 title?
Have you earned the title shot?
Fuck yeah.
Okay then.
How do you fancy just going for it right now?
Alright then.
Yeah?
Bring it.
Oh. So you are the champ that runs this camp. Can I be the chin that...
Fuck off!
Can I? How do you fancy going for it? How do you fancy...
Go on then.
Right, people. I have literally dropped this bombshell on Chris. He had no idea this was coming.
You've not messed with the cards, have you?
Nope. I have decided. Fuck off. I've decided that I am going to challenge Chris to the Games Room Movie Buff quiz, and by that it means we play the game in the buff.
Blame me.
No, we're not.
Didn't I lose this one on like lettuce or something last time?
Something like that. I can't remember.
Something fucking ridiculous.
How do you fancy going for it?
Let's go for it.
Let's do a movie quiz.
So what did we do last time?
We asked the questions.
We picked 5 cards,
yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yep.
So I am opening the box. That is the box open. So, as soon as you are the champ that runs the camp, I will let you pick your 5.
Like, just pick 5 anyway?
Just from anywhere. Just go from anywhere. This is like podcast first. I've never done this before. Springing a challenge on you. I like the way your tongue's like hanging out your mouth. Yeah. Oh, by the way, on that last section, I was going to mention that I've been trying to catch up on the DC Rebirth, because you know how I've been reading the Rebirth? I am literally 4 weeks behind on these comics. They release about fucking 12 a week. So, yeah.
Are you completely lost now?
I am completely lost, but I will get it back, because I don't listen to a 12-hour podcast every week for no reason. So I will catch up. Although they have been pretty much telling me everything about it. Thank you very much to the Weird Science DC Comics.
Oh, for
guys.
fuck's sake, you're going to get all of these first time.
Well, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, my man. So do you have 5 cards?
Oh, bloody hell.
Do you have 5 cards?
Yes.
1, 2, 3,
Can I swap my 5 cards?
4, and you can swap 2 of your 5 cards.
Right. I'm getting rid of that one.
I like my 5.
And
I do honestly think you will get most of it. This is really bad fucking radio if we just keep...
Be fine. I'm going to get rid of that one. It's fucking ridiculous. Right, pick 2 more. If I lose the letters, I'm going to tear this fucking shit up.
Come on, champ.
Right.
So this,
for God's sake.
This will be me going for my second time as the type champion. This is you retaining to keep your streak, because you have got quite a streak there. Of course, I did once hold it for 3 consecutive championships.
Well, you know, to be fair, when I lost it to Brigger, that was all Brock Lesnar's fault. So
Yep. So, I will go first,
right,
seeing as you are the champ.
Okay.
Your question, good sir, is which country does the Babadook hail from in the 2014 movie of the same name? The Babadook.
Do I get A, B, C, D?
Yes, you do. Of course you do.
Come on, then.
Is it A, South Africa? B, I can't do a German accent, Germany? C, Ireland? D, Australia, mate?
Australia.
Well done. Very well done.
Thank you very much.
Was it the accent that gave it away?
No, I've seen it.
All right. So you are 1 for 1, my good friend.
Happy days. Right, so in which category did Top Gun win an Oscar at the 1987 Academy Awards?
Top Gun.
Top Gun.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Was it A, Best Original Song, B, Best Actress, C, Best Actor, or D, Best Film?
It's got to be original song.
Yes, it is.
Thank you very much.
For fuck's sake.
Question number 2. Got to be official. Who voiced Victor Van Dort in Corpse Bride? Is it A, Steve Carell, B, Marky Mark Wahlberg, C, Johnny Depp, D, Orlando Bloom?
Johnny Depp.
Well, it is a fucking Tim Burton movie.
Yeah. Okay. Which country does Leonardo DiCaprio travel to in The Beach?
Oh, motherfucker. Right.
Thailand, B, New Zealand, C, Japan, or D, Nepal?
It's Thailand, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. 2 for 2.
Fuck's sake. This is fucked now.
Am I 2 for 2? You're 2 for 2. Which film won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1995? Was it A, Forrest Gump, B, Pulp Fiction, C, The Lion King, or D, Quiz Show? Oh, he's struggling. The cogs are turning up inside his brain. This is some good radio here. Can I do countdown?
No. Motherfucker.
Would you like me to repeat the question and your choices?
No, because I know which two. Okay. Quiz Show.
Was that your answer?
Yeah.
No.
Fuck.
Forrest Gump.
I remember Quiz Show being nominated though.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Shame you got that one wrong, eh?
Yeah, I know. Right. Okay. Well, I've lost my title then because these 3 are easy as fuck.
Money, 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 money.
Uh-huh. Fuck's sake, man. Okay, which Ridley Scott film had the tagline, "Leave no man behind"? A, Body of Lies. B, Black Hawk Down. C. G.I. Jane, or D. Matchstick Men?
Black Hawk Down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Piss and shit.
Seen us try to create some tension there as if I didn't know it.
Mm-hmm.
The movie Minority Report is based on a story written by what sci-fi writer? A. Herman Graham Wells. I don't know if that's his name. H.G. Wells. B. Ray Bradbury. C. Philip K. Dick. D. Isaac Asimov.
I have no fucking idea.
Not like
I'm going to go with the Dick.
Well done.
Is that right?
Always go Dick.
Oh, happy days.
If you're ever wondering, just go Dick.
So, well, okay. Who was the international man of mystery played by? Wait a minute. Who was the international man of mystery played by actor Mike Myers? Austin Powers, Austin Reed, Austin Drake, or Austin Williams?
Austin Powers. Oh, it's getting tense. You need to get this one right, buddy, to keep you in the game.
Well, you're not getting this one wrong, so...
Who played the character of Edward in the Twilight film franchise?
Robert Pattinson.
That's gay! Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Who played Max DaCosta in the 2013 movie Elysium? A. Matt Damon. B. Diego Luna. C. William Fichtner. Or D. Farhan Tahir.
The only one I know who was in it was Matt Damon.
Yeah, fucking...
Yes!
That's bollocks. This cards are bollocks.
And then you... 365 Flicks champion
Stupid
of
questions.
the world of podcasting, Kevin Held.
I want my rematch.
What, right now?
No, the next one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't go 10 for 10. Come on. Awesome. Got my title back.
Son of a bitch.
It's been a long time since Money in the Bank was when I lost it.
What episode are we on?
54.
We're on 54, is that it?
Yeah. You would hope we weren't, but we are. So, yeah, that was a nice little impromptu 365 title. Before we do our top 5, I will play another little promo because I'm feeling generous like that.
Fuck you.
Here is the Jock and Nerd.
Hey, are you a jock that likes comics?
Are you a nerd that likes comics?
Do you feel left out sometimes?
Well, then we've got the show for you.
I'm Imran.
And I'm Anthony.
He's the jock.
And he's the nerd.
And we host the Jock and Nerd podcast at jockandnerd.com. If you're looking for fun, entertaining, laugh-out-loud geek chat over all the latest Marvel, DC shows and news, visit jockandnerd.com.
Full spoiler podcast, lots of swearing.
You're such a jock.
You're such a nerd.
Oh, come on.
Shut up, nerd.
Okay.
Top 5 time!
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Top 5 motivational, inspirational, dialogue-y scenes in a movie, battle
like
cries, wars, and stuff.
I'm not happy now, I'm in a huff.
What are you going to do about it?
I know.
I will turn my screen.
Well, I can't see my top 5. My top 5 is on your screen as well.
Your top 5 is in order, so that doesn't matter.
Right.
Okay. So, would you like to start with your number 5, or will I start?
You go first.
I will.
Go, champ.
I will go first because I am the chin that
Just
got
let
the
you know
win.
you're up there with James Ellsworth as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I'm the chin that got the win. So my number 5 is a very, very obvious number 5. I probably could have had a top 5 of this guy's movies just going into this. So that's why it's at number 5, because it's the only one that isn't a surprise for you. And I will just play the clip.
I don't know what to say, really.
Great.
3 minutes.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
To the biggest battle of our professional lives. All comes down to today. Either we heal as a team, or we're going to crumble. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished. We're in hell right now, gentlemen. Believe me. And we can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell, 1 inch at a time. Now, I can't do it for you. I'm too old. I look around, I see these young faces, and I think, I made every wrong choice a middle-aged man can make. I pissed away all my money, believe it or not. I chased off anyone who's ever loved me. And lately, I can't even stand the face I see in the mirror. You know, when you get old in life, things get taken from you. I mean, that's part of life. But you only learn that when you start losing stuff. You find out life's this game of inches. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. I mean, 1/2 a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere.
You would follow him in a battle.
Oh, hell yes, you would.
So the movie is Any Given Sunday.
I love that movie.
It's a great film.
It's not one that I've watched in a wee while, but it's a damn good movie.
It's a fantastic movie.
And it took me a while to watch that, actually. I think you gave me a bollocking one night for not having seen it.
Probably.
Yeah.
I do that a lot.
Yeah, you do.
I do. Yeah. Al Pacino, I mean, my whole thing with this is that you sent me the message, you were kind of like battle cries from a commander that would get you to go into battle. So I put my own little spin on that, as in a character who delivered a speech that would just make me want to do anything.
Just kill a bastard.
It's exactly what you said, but instead of being all warrior, I just kind of went with, like, it could be football, it could be, I don't know, anything. Anybody who can make you believe that you can do something is inspirational to me. And I've never played American football, I never will play American football. Al Pacino in that scene makes me want to play American football for him and be awesome at it.
Yeah.
So that's why I went with that.
Fair enough. All but maybe 2 of mine are war-y ones, because I did mine when it was still war.
Yeah.
So, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So my number 5 is one that you wouldn't expect, because...
Well, I would, because you put it on Facebook and I saw it.
I did not.
Well, Doug did, but...
Oh, that was after.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, spoilers. Yeah,
only for Doug.
I know.
And I'm sure he doesn't listen anymore.
I know. Sure he does. Yeah, it's a movie that's not really considered to be any good. It's too long. It's a convoluted storyline. But when I was thinking of, battle speeches, you can't go much. Well, you can, because it's number 5. But this is a good speech, and it is Elizabeth Swann in Pirates 3. I forgot the name of the thing.
Stranger Tides.
Then what shall we die for?
Dead Man's Chest.
That's 2.
Ghostly Hallows.
That's Harry Potter.
You will listen. Listen! The Brethren will still be looking here to us, to the Black Pearl to lead. And what will they see? Frightened bilge rats aboard a derelict ship? No. No, they will see free men and freedom! And what the enemy will see is the flash of our cannons. They will hear the ring of our swords, and they will know what we can do! By the sweat of our brows, and the strength of our backs, and the courage of our hearts. Gentlemen, hoist the colours.
Hoist the colours.
Hoist the colours.
Hoist the colours! Aye. The wind's on our side, boys! That's all we need!
Hoist the colours, you dirty bilge rat.
It's definitely Hallows.
That's Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's not Ghostly Hallows.
Something of anything.
Dead
You
Man's
would think I would know that.
Dead Man's Curve.
Dead Man's Chest.
What was it called?
Pirates 3.
Pirates of the Caribbean 3. I can't remember what it was called.
It's completely escaped me.
Yeah. Let's just pretend we know it.
Just Pirates 3. Pirates 3 be fine.
But you're really a big fan of that movie?
I'm not a big fan of that movie,
Just that
but I
scene.
like that scene.
Yeah.
And she's too thin there. She's like a fucking stick inside. I don't like that, but I like that. It's a good little inspirational speech. Yeah,
I'm okay with her. I really am okay with her. I
like her in those movies, but in the third one, she's fucking way too thin.
Yeah.
The second one where she's dressed up like a pirate, she's fucking tiny.
Yep.
But the third one, she's just nothing. There's nothing there. She's way too fucking thin. I don't like that kid.
Had she just come off the set of Domino, or
perhaps, I don't know. I'm struggling to remember the freaking name of that movie.
I know, it's doing my nut in.
Right, wait a minute. But you introduce your next one, your number 4.
My number 4 is another inspirational speech that gets you pumped and makes you want to do things you probably wouldn't want to do. It was between 2 movies, so you will possibly get it given what the first movie was. The first movie was Glengarry Glen Ross.
Ooh. At World's End.
At World's End, that's the one.
Yep.
The first movie was Glengarry Glen Ross with the, put that coffee down, coffee's for closers. I was going to go with that. But then I thought, you know what? That's not really getting you pumped up. That's telling you you're going to lose your fucking job.
Yeah.
This one is amazing, and it makes me want to work for him, and it makes me want to be an absolute shitebag.
See those little black boxes?
Oh!
They're called telephones. I'm going to let you on a little secret about these telephones.
Nice.
They're not going to dial themselves, okay? Without you, they're just worthless hunks of plastic. Like a loaded M16 without a trained Marine to pull the trigger. And in the case of the telephone, it's up to each and every one of you, my highly trained Stratonites, my killers who will not take no for an answer, my fucking warriors who will not hang up the phone until their client either buys or fucking dies! Let me tell you something. There is no nobility in poverty. I have been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every fucking time. Because at least as a rich man, when I have to face my problems, I show up in the back of a limo wearing a $2,000 suit and a $40,000 gold fucking watch. Hey, boys, duke it out. Hit him. Hit the fuck off of me. Now, if anyone here thinks I'm superficial or materialistic, go get a job at fucking McDonald's, because that's where you fucking belong. But before you depart this room full of winners, I want you to take a good look at the person next to you. Go on. Because sometime in the not-so-distant future, you're going to be pulling up to a red light and you beat up old fucking Pinot, and that person's going to be pulling up right alongside you in their brand new Porsche with their beautiful wife by their side who's got big voluptuous tits. And who are you going to be sitting next to?
Jack Nick impression there?
Some disgusting wildebeest with 3 days of razor.
Very, very Jack Nick impression. So yeah, that's it. That's Leo.
That's fucking phenomenal.
Wolf of Wall Street.
You know what? That's the movie he should have gotten his Oscar for.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Not
100%.
Revenant. I mean, The Revenant is fine, but
it's not a winner.
It's not Wolf of Wall Street.
It's not a movie you win an Oscar for me. Like Tom Hardy probably should have won an Oscar for that movie, but not Leo. But you know, fair what, he's got it. He's got his Oscar. I'm all happy about that. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah. So this one, my number 4, is it's a controversial one.
Is it?
This isn't Battle or anything like that. This is one that I was arsing about and looking for suggestions from a list.
Paul Byrne. Paul Byrne gave you this one. No.
Oh no, and I didn't actually ask any of them. I know, but I watched this clip and I thought, fuck it, I'm putting it in. We all need a bit of a laugh. There is going to be swearing on this. It's Team America World Police. America, fuck yeah.
We're reckless, arrogant, stupid dicks. And the Film Actors Guild are pussies. And Kim Jong-il is an asshole. Pussies don't like dicks. Because pussies get fucked by dicks. But dicks also fuck assholes. Assholes who just want to shit on everything. Pussies may think they can deal with assholes their way. But the only thing that can fuck an asshole is a dick. With some balls. The problem with dicks is that sometimes they fuck too much. Or fuck when it isn't appropriate.
Yes, Gary. Yes.
And it takes a pussy to show them that. But sometimes pussies get so full of shit that they become assholes themselves. Because pussies are only an inch and a half away from assholes. I don't know much in this crazy, crazy world. But I do know that if you don't let us fuck this asshole, we are gonna have our dicks and our pussies all covered in shit.
See, they're rallied. They're rallied.
I'll give you that one. Yeah, he makes me want to go out and fuck an asshole. He does. And you know what? There's probably quite a few you could have taken from Team America because that's what they do. That's Matt Stone and Trey Parker in a nutshell.
Yep.
They come out with just absolutely phenomenal war cries and just great stuff. So yeah, I'll give you that one. And it gets you going. Yeah, it gets you going.
And it's probably going to become more relevant.
Well, yes.
Next year, as 2017 comes in.
Trump's America.
Yeah, Trump's America.
Didn't see that one coming.
Yeah. Anyway, so what's your next one?
So my number is this 3?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
You went first, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is 3.
My number 3 is a late entry.
Is this the one that Lindsay texted you?
This is the one Lindsay texted me.
Right, okay.
And I did think about it this afternoon when I was at work, trying to think about, take stock of my life and things as I was stocking shelves, whatever. But I thought about this movie, it came into my head, and then when I was trying to hone my list in, as in make it up on the spot, this movie completely left my mind, and the wife texted me about an hour ago when we started recording, and she said 2 words, Cool Runnings.
Mm-hmm. Now look in the mirror and tell me what you see.
I see Junior.
You see Junior. Well, you want to know what I see? I see pride. I see power. I see a badass mother who don't take no crap of nobody.
You really see all that?
Yeah, man. But it's not about what I see. It's about what you see. Now look in this mirror and tell me again what you see.
Well, I see...
Pride.
Pride.
Power.
Power. And I see...
a badass mother who don't take no
crap off of nobody.
Again.
I see pride.
Can't hear you.
I see power. I see a badass mother who won't take no crap off of nobody.
Once again.
I see pride.
Junior.
I see power. I see a badass mother who won't take no crap off of nobody.
That's right.
Right. Junior, better.
It's a nice...
I love that movie.
It's a nice short clip, but you know what? If you are... it probably sounds a bit piss poor, but if you are having a bit of a shitty day and you want to remind yourself of the shit you can do, you just look in that mirror and you say, I see pride! I see power! One more time!
Give me a road, boy.
Give it up. No, I'm not doing it because I know he wants that. I know he listens to every episode waiting for that. I'm going to get a t-shirt of that. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, you're not going to buy any of them. What?
So, fuck you. So, Cool Runnings, that is my number 3.
Nice.
I see pride, I see power. Yeah, I fucking love that movie. It's a great movie. The whole movie's inspirational, but that is one of the scenes that always sticks out for me.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's a good movie.
I want to give massive props to the missus for texting that in because...
She'll not listen to this shit, though.
No. She'll never hear me say that. But that was a good shout. Better than some of her other shouts, which are going to be honourable mentions, you know, anything dancey sort of thing.
Dancey, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I did ask for help, and she said Footloose. And I said, don't just name movies you like. But, whatever.
Aye.
So, your number 3.
My number 3. I've gone to TV land for this one.
Yeah.
This is Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Ooh.
I know. You know what? I like me a bit of Buffy. This is season 7.
Yeah.
It's all gone to shit.
Mm-hmm.
The big bad is the first evil.
Mm-hmm.
They're losing. They're on their arses. And Buffy's been beaten to fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's down on their arses. And then Buffy gives this speech.
We don't know how to fight it. We don't know when it'll come. We can't run. Can't hide. Can't pretend it's not the end, because it is. And something's always been there to try and destroy the world. We've beaten them back. But we're not dealing with them anymore. We're dealing with the reason they exist. Evil. The strongest. The first.
Buffy, I know you're tired.
I'm beyond tired. I'm beyond scared. I'm standing on the mouth of hell, and it is going to swallow me whole. And it'll choke on me. We're not ready. They're not ready. They think we're going to wait for the end to come, like we always do. I'm done waiting. They want an apocalypse. Well, we'll give them one. Anyone else who wants to run, do it now. Because we just became an army. We just declared war. From now on, we won't just face our worst fears. We will seek them out. We will find them and cut out their hearts one by one until the first shows itself for what it really is. And I'll kill it myself. There is only one thing on this earth more powerful than evil. And that's us.
Go Buffy!
Should that not be like, any questions?
No. That's more like, any questions?
Drop the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
love Buffy.
You love you some Buffy.
I've not watched Buffy in ages, you know that?
Have you not?
No,
Yeah.
I've not. See, that's why you give up the shitty Walking Dead. Buffy.
Is that why you give up the shitty Walking Dead? Because Buffy. So, my number 2. Oh, shit.
What?
Oh, no.
What's wrong?
I'm going to run out of spaces and I've got 2 more.
What, you've not whittled your list down to 5?
Not as good as I should have.
For God's sake.
Right, okay, so my...
Except if you do this as your number 2 and my number 2 is going to be the same actor.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wowzers.
Yeah, I know.
I just made a mess of my trousers.
Yeah. There you go. That's going to be your number 2 then.
So my number 2 is amazing. It's one of those ones that it's a movie.
Never even thought of that, my friend.
It's a movie I've watched a million squillion billion times, and it's the one scene that really gets you going, and it makes you want to be a Goonie.
I'm not a Goonie. I want to go home. I forgot. But still, don't you realize? The next time you see Sky, it'll be over another town. The next time you take a test, it'll be in some other school. Our parents, they want the best of stuff for us. But right now they gotta do what's right for them. 'Cause it's their time. Their time. Up there. Down here, it's our time. It's our time down here. That's all over the second we ride up Troy's bucket.
Right here, Chris. In this pod cave, on this podcast. This is our time.
Mm-hmm.
It's their time out there. I love that film.
That's a great film.
I love that film and I love that scene. Yeah, Sean Astin's pretty badass in that. Yeah, it's another one that just kind of makes you just want to go for it.
Yep.
Makes you want to go on a Goonie adventure.
And you know what's upsetting, right? And this is going to get dark here for a second.
Oh shit!
That you watch the Goonies.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great movie, great kids movie. You watch it as a kid. We all watched it as a kid. It's like Jurassic Park. You would watch it now, and it would still make you feel like a kid.
Yep.
But we both listened to those conspiracy guys.
Yep.
And we listened to their Illuminati episode.
Yeah, I know you're going.
And they got deep. They got dark. And they spoke about Corey Feldman, who was in the Goonies.
Yep.
And they spoke about some of the fucked up, messed up shit that was happening to Corey Feldman at that age. And that's kind of
shit!
It's soured that movie for me a little bit.
It's absolutely shit to think that things like that were kind of yeah. There's no other way to mention it. Like it's shit.
Yeah,
it's fucking horrible.
I'm sorry to bum you out there. I just
no, like
I love those conspiracy guys, and you could tell that whole thing.
Oh, aye.
They were getting wound up and they were getting nippy with each other during that.
Yeah.
which they never ever do.
No.
But it's just a horrible subject.
Of course
Anyway. So my number 2, it's the same actor as I said. Yep. This is my number 2 and my number 1 are both from Lord of the Rings. My number 2 is not a battle speech, but it's an inspirational speech. It's a speech about dark times and sinister times. Shit that's been going on in the world lately. Mm-hmm. This is a speech that we all need to hear.
Trump's America.
Trump's America.
By rights, we shouldn't even be here. We are. It's like in the great stories, Mr. Frodo. The ones that really mattered. Full of darkness and danger they were. And sometimes you didn't want to know the end. Because how could the end be happy? How could the world go back to the way it was when so much bad had happened? But in the end, it's only a passing thing. This shadow, even darkness must pass. A new day will come. And when the sun shines, it'll shine out the clearer. Those were the stories that stayed with you. That meant something. Even if you were too small to understand why. But I think, Mr. Frodo, I do understand. I know now. Folk in those stories had lots of chances of turning back, only they didn't. They kept going. Because they were holding on to something. What are we holding on to, Sam? That there's some good in this world, Mr. Frodo. And it's worth fighting for.
Yeah, you love those movies, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, they're not for me, but, they're for some people.
Some people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Some people. Yep.
What else about a burn?
Yeah?
Burn.
Whatever. But yeah, so, I'll give you that one. So I've just spent the last 2 minutes listening to that clip, deliberating on what I was going to have as my number one.
So you going with this one, have you?
But do we have any honourable mentions first?
Yeah, I have a couple of honourable mentions.
Mm-hmm.
So I've actually, the first one I've got is, I was going to say one of them. So I've got the Yoda in Empire Strikes Back.
Yes.
My ally is the Force.
Yep.
Etc.
Yep.
That's a good speech.
Yeah, it's a good speech.
Yeah.
I had the 300, the story at the end. Kind of gutted I'm not going to be playing this one because I do love it. But your number one is very sort of going into battle, and so is that one, which is why I'm glad I stayed away. I had the Fight Club speech. I look around, I see a lot of new faces. Mm-hmm. We've all been brought up to believe we movie gods, rock stars, but we won't. I love that.
Yep.
Very we're all pissed off at fucking things and stuff. The president's speech in Armageddon, I love that as well. You know, when they're about to go up in the plane and he's like, I come to you not today as not just a president, but also as a man. It's a great little speech.
Wanky Bay shit.
Bay's good at that stuff.
No, he's fucking
not.
No,
Bay is very...
No, he's not.
Bay,
it's a load of fucking tripe.
Bay's very good at that stuff.
Pish.
But my number one, this was 100%...
Because Emmerich is better.
This was 100% on my list when you said this, because it is basically what you said. It's following your commander into battle. Mm-hmm. It is, it is Independence Day.
Good morning. In less than an hour, aircraft from here will join others from around the world. And you will be launching the largest aerial battle in the history of mankind. Mankind, that word should have new meaning for all of us today. We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We will be united in our common interest. Perhaps it's fate that today is the 4th of July, and you will once again be fighting for our freedom. Not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation. We're fighting for our right to live, to exist. And should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
Yay!
It's a good speech.
America!
It's a good take on Ungrateful Colonial Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what we're calling it?
That's the official title of anything.
Am I staying with that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Just not when we're going through American customs next year.
Yeah, never
No,
that.
America.
Never that.
America, fuck yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So, my number one then is another war speech.
Uh-huh.
It's Lord of the Rings once again. I know. Shut up. This is the best war speech, because there's quite a lot of war speeches in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. This is from Return of the King.
Mm-hmm.
It's the sort of climax of the movie. Climax. This is King Aragorn, and he is sort of rallying the troops to give Frodo time to destroy the ring in Mordor, and this is his speech.
Hold your ground! Sons of Gondor! Of Rohan! My brothers! I see in your eyes the same fear that would take the heart of me. A day may come when the courage of men fails, when we forsake our friends and break all bonds of fellowship. But it is not this day. An hour of wolves and shattered shields when the age of men comes crashing down. But it is not this day. This day we fight. By all that you hold dear on this good earth, I bid you stand! Men of the West!
There you go.
So what's that movie about?
War and stuff. And
Uh,
orcs and magic and stuff and things.
yeah, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Yep.
You like it, though.
I do.
You do.
Yeah,
So
I do.
I'll let you have that.
That's fine. That's a damn good speech, though.
It is a damn good speech.
Better than Bill Pullman.
Yeah, probably. I should have went with the other one. That has been our top 5.
It certainly has.
We've had an episode.
We have. It's
been. It feels like it's been an episode. We squeezed in some news.
You won your bastard title back.
I won the belt back.
I'm
and
happy.
You didn't come up here expecting that.
No.
I did, because I've been planning it all day.
And sprung it on me.
Yeah. What you gonna
Well,
do?
you know what? I hope Brigger cashes in and takes the fucking title back.
Well, no, because from now on I will be choosing the challenges and I will be rigging them.
Brilliant.
Excellent.
What? Like you rigged those fucking cards against me earlier on?
You chose randomly.
Pish.
You chose randomly.
Pish.
So we are the 365 Flex podcast. Flux. We are the
Flex.
I will try that again. We are the 365 Flex podcast. We brought you a nice little bit of news at the start there. A top 5 of motivational war speeches, or just getting yourself pumped to go out on a Friday night. We brought you what have we been watching as of late, and I took the championship back. And you know what? It's been an episode.
It has. I'm happy.
It certainly has.
I'm happy.
It's good to be back, just doing what we do. If you do want to hear the cheeky little interviews that we are getting as of late, we will be putting them in their own episodes now under Indie Talk. We are trying to keep things separated from the main show so that people can have their time in the sun.
And the interviews will be back
Yes.
probably next year now.
Yeah, I'm kind of just feeling like we should just settle down for Christmas.
Yeah, nobody wants to do an interview before Christmas.
No,
Fuss and nonsense.
Unless Martin Scorsese comes round and says, hey guys, want to do an interview?
Or, you know, Buffy.
Or Buffy.
Yeah.
But yes, so Facebook, Twitter, 365 Flicks Pod. Find us Let us know that you found us. Speak to us. We will speak back to you sometimes. We also have the 365 Flicks podcast.co.uk, which is our awesome shiny website, which has nice little reviews that I'm getting quite good at. I'm putting reviews out there now. Something that I couldn't be bothered doing before, but I'm doing it now. So, shut up. We are also on the Wicked Arse networks that I mentioned earlier, Tangent Bound, Wicked Radio, Nerdly, Weeby Geeks, Geeky Antics Network Global, and I feel like I'm forgetting someone, but
I don't know, I wasn't listening.
There's far too many, man. There is
We're
far too many.
We're a couple whores.
Yeah, we are whores. I like being a whore, though. And that's all the places you can find us, but like I say, Facebook, Twitter, you can send us an email, everything you want to do. Let us know, speak to us, and we will be back for episode 55.
Hells yes, we will, and I am taking my title back.
55?
55.
That's like just over half of 100.
It's good maths, Kev.
Yeah. I'm not the mathematician.
Just under half of 100.
So, just
under half.
Just over. Half of 100 is 50.
Yeah.
We're on episode 55 next week.
What did you say?
Just over half of 100.
Oh, I'm confused. I've had cider. Fuck off.
Stupid idiot. So, because I am the new champion...
Fuck you.
Here comes my tunage.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money,
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, ching, bling, bling. Cut the chatter. You ain't talking money, then your talking don't matter. Ching, ching, bling, bling. Patent pockets. We take the dollar, dollar. Can a damn soul stop it? Here comes the new kid on the block. Hold on your bets. Here's where the buck stops. See, first of all, I'm stepping.
Don't ever say tunage again.
What?
Don't ever say tunage again, you massive wanker.
But seriously, Reigns just about killed him.
Well, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was shocking.
Stupid idiot.
But another damn wrestling show. Go and listen to that episode as well. It will most likely be out before this episode. So, bit redundant saying that again.
Fine.
Listen to all the other awesome podcasts that we mentioned in this episode. Obviously, listen to us first because we are the best.
Yeah, listen to ours first.
We're the best of the bunch.
Of course we are.
And I know you're listening because I every now and then I have a little peek at those figures and I go, shit.
Well, we know that they're listening right now because they've listened.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie, I'm quite tired now.
Do you see? Yeah.
I feel like we've done about 6 hours worth of podcasting.
We probably have.
Yeah.
What is it now? It's that much, 12.
On top of the 18 hours of wrestling we had to watch this week.
Fucking 18 hours of wrestling.
I know.
And probably a good, 5 out was James Ellsworth.
When are we going to get our lives back? 2017?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good for a Christmas break now.
It's going to be a good year.
Christmas episode, then break, and then...
No, we don't do breaks.
Of course we do.
No, we don't.
Well, we do.
I'm not doing any breaks.
Oh.
I'm podcasting right through. I'm podcasting on Christmas fucking Day, bitches.
Christmas Day? Jimmy, right. I need to pee so bad that I can cry.
Because I'm your new...
Fuck off.
365 Flicks champ, I'm going to let this just play out and see you. 54.
Mm-hmm.
No, 55.
Rookie. My stocks on top, your checks bounce while mine boogie. Wrist, I must rock it. Chicks, stop it, I knock it. Cash looks like I got a gang of fists in my pockets.
Peace!